We gotta keep that same energy, man. We gotta keep that same energy. We just gonna talk a little bit of boxing today, man, and let's just break it down and talk about any topics everybody want to talk about. You know, I'm gonna have the world famous IBFP panel on here, man. I personally like to thank my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I am nothing. And you know, look, man, I'm just trying to do the right thing, man. I'm just trying to treat Hit Kid Mama right and you know, and just try to be that guy, man. That's it, man. Round one, you messed up. Round one. What's up, round one?
What up? What up, Nuke? You put down that glizzy, that foot long glizzy, bro. Put it down.
Oh man, don't do it, round. Don't do it. Don't do it,
Hey,
man.
don't turn on the Benavidez, bro. You gonna be Ashy Knuckles and Mirage. Oh shit, gonna lady in the tramp that fucking glizzy.
Oh man. Let me add everybody on here, man. The world famous Park Street
You already
103.
know. You already know. Keep it a honcho 3 around here. But yeah, man, you know Newbie getting that extra relish on that joint.
Park, I gotta
Extra
ask you a
relish.
question, Park.
Yes,
Why
sir.
is it every time you get on here, you start spitting facts, somebody get emotional or in their feelings? And look, I went back and I was listening to the last 3 or 4 lives, and every time you've been on here and you said anything, there's people in the comments in their feelings, people on the video in their feelings. Why do people always feel the need to challenge everything you say? Like, are they intimidated by what's going on, Park?
Well, yeah, one is because the main reason is they've been raised without their fathers. So being raised by a single mother in a world that has too much, right now we have too much female influence in America. And the one thing that we know about females is they live in delusion. So since they're being raised by a bunch of single mothers and they've been propped up in these political positions and authorities and so on and so forth, that trickles down to who they're responsible for, i.e., who they're raising and who is under their leadership. So you got these niggas out here who live in delusion. They don't live in a land of masculinity because in the land of masculinity, men are held accountable regardless of whether they're at fault or not. You know what I'm
So I
saying?
can hold you accountable for your bud hating cap, right?
I'm not. What have I said about Bud that's hating? Body bag. I'm about to body bag.
Hold on. Before we start this, the only thing I want to say is Park Street. That's exactly what I said is true. Like I just said 2 minutes ago, I said every time Park get on here, somebody always come at you, Park. And look,
Yeah,
what did Bram
emotional.
do? He couldn't help himself but to come at you crazy, Park.
Yeah.
How did I come at him crazy because I'm talking about boxing,
Speaking of
Nuke? That was not crazy because I said he's a bud hater with a slant against him. And that's talking crazy. Nuke, nice try. Drive
Yeah,
through.
no,
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's just clear this up. You really think Park's a hater though, for real though, Bram? For real?
Bud,
Really
yes, he has a negative connotation when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford. Overall.
What have I said about Bud that was hating? Body bag.
No, I'm not gonna. It's not a body bag. The fact that I gotta rehash this. The reason why. No. You're not gonna ask me a question and give me 1.1 seconds to answer this shit. And talk about body bag. Fuck out of here. Remember that bullshit you was talking about? If he don't fight nobody at 168, you know that he gotta hold him to the same standard as Canelo. Motherfucker, he can do what he. Right now, he's in a position where he can be the fight at 160, 168, and make a great fight either way. And at the end of the day, you gonna have to fucking deal with it. If he don't fight at 168 again, so fucking what?
So you believe that he should be able to stay at 160 and not fight nobody and hold the belts? That's what you're saying right now.
What makes you think he's gonna hold the belts if he goes to fight another champion at 160?
That's the whole point of why we're even having a conversation. If he's gonna hold the belts, then we should be talking about him fighting somebody at 168. If that's not the choice,
Park Street, we have a history already. But at 147, when he went to 154, he held the belts in position so he can line himself up. The moment he went into the fight, the results came. The belts got released to the other. Let me finish. The belts got released to the next champions. He go from 154 to fight Canelo at 168. Now the 154 belts in Baru's out. You see how that works, bro? We already got a history. So what you talking about don't mean nothing when we got already a documented history on how this shit works.
He didn't have the marquee value that he has now. So that point
what the marquee value has jack shit to do with what the fuck I'm talking about.
What? Are you serious? How do you even think he got the fight with Canelo? What are you talking about? about?
Oh my God! What I'm talking about has shit to do with marquee value, and obviously me explaining this is like talking to a fucking brick fucking wall.
So you don't think that after beating Canelo, he can fight whoever he want to fight, and he can put a
That is not the point that I'm making at all. No, it's not. I'm addressing. Oh my God! Oh my God! Am I talking to a brick wall right now? I'm talking to a brick wall. No, it's not. You know why? You want to know why it's not a body bag? Because you're not comprehending. You're not comprehending. You said if he's at 168, no, you're not. Let me finish. So you're listening to respond instead of listening to understand. You're talking about if he's keeping the belt at 168, holding the division up or whatever. Bro, we have documented history on what Terence Crawford has done moving up with the belt to 147 when he went to 154. The moment he got in that ring and then the fight was over, the belt at 147 went to the other champions. As you see that. He went from 154 when he went to 168. You see the belt at 154 is now in a Boss Baru's hands. So you see there's documented history on how he's moving with the titles, and when he does go to the next division, on how those titles end up going to the other up and coming people who are potential champions.
Hold on. Let me just butt in here 1 second, fellas. Let me butt in here 1 second, if you guys don't mind. And hold on. Now the conversation got away from that, and he said you were a hater. Yeah. He said, hold on. His premise of saying that you were a hater was simply because he's saying that, look, man, you're saying that Bud needs to go and
it's not simply because that y'all don't even let me get my fucking point off in 1.2 seconds. When I was making my point, first you kept on fucking interrupting me, and then I make one fucking point, then you try to say that's my entire argument. No, cut the bullshit now before I'm gonna stop that bullshit early today. Fuck out of here.
Stop it now and make your point.
Go ahead and make your point, Brim.
Bro, if we go back and listen to Park Street's views on Terence Crawford as we go through the history here, your slant is a negative one. You have historically had a negative connotation when you associated with Terence Bud Crawford. If the chat disagree with me, put a 1. If you agree, put a 2.
Chat. 1 is Brim right. 2 is Brim lying.
He's lying. I've kept the same energy. I was saying Bud was a weight bully before.
Look, I'm putting my number in the chat.
There is no such thing as a weight bully.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, there is not. There is no such thing as a weight bully. You make the weight. You make the weight. There's a positive and a negative connotation with rehydration.
Of course, there's a thing as a weight bully. What do you?
No such thing. No such thing.
Yes, it is, Brim.
If there is such thing as a weight bully,
yes, it is, Brim.
Terence Crawford looked his best that I've ever seen against fucking Canelo Alvarez. What the fuck are you talking about? He said out his mouth that I said natural weight.
Right now, Nuke, I want you to count 1 if I was wrong, 2 if I'm right. Go count the total so far.
Okay, so I got it. 1, 2. Hold on. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 2s to 0 1s. So they all.
So right now, the overall sentiment so far is that you have a negative connotation when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford.
But you know what else you have in common with these other dudes? Y'all be in your feelings.
Bro, just because I'm passionate don't mean I'm in my feelings. Because when the conversation's over, I can give a fuck less. Don't get it confused. Don't confuse me being passionate for this 5-minute time span, me being in my feelings and giving that much of a fuck. Because I don't.
Look at all of the videos, I have been consistent.
So you're consistently have a negative connotation with Terence Crawford. Like I said, you consistently have a negative connotation. Thank you.
Get off of me because I know y'all love Park Street 3, but this is not the Park Street 3 show. This is the Nuke show. This is the IBFP. So I'm a body bag. You Nuke, what am I smoking on?
You ain't body bag anything.
Hold on.
He's smoking on that Nello pack.
All right then, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Okay, when I
was eating crow, you wasn't nowhere to be found.
Oh man.
Well, who was nowhere to be found?
You wasn't. Because if you was, you wouldn't have this sentiment.
What are you talking about? I was nowhere to be found. I work at nighttime. I sleep daytime. So sometimes I miss the show. But when the fight was over with, I was there on the very first 2 shows. So what are you talking about? You just talking out the side of your neck. Your lips should be moving, but the side of your neck is right now.
Disingenuous again, because the first show that he had after that, he only let the dudes on that pick Bud to win. So let's just be honest. I was on the very next show.
But what do you told me I was ducking smoke? That's the reason why I'm saying anything about this. Nobody's ducking smoke. I happen to be up at this time. I'm usually asleep. That's why I be missing the show. You said I was ducking smoke.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and read a few of these comments real quick, fellas. Let me read it. Alan wanted to chime in on the conversation and said, Park Street be on facts. Brim can't take the facts. LOL. Shit is crazy.
Okay, if you say so. Just like he was factual about how Bud was going to get knocked the fuck out. So factual.
But you didn't pick Bud.
But I didn't say he was going to get knocked out either.
Who cares?
And I said it was going to be a close. I said it was going to be a damn close fight. He had to have a perfect fight. You're not going to just because I think he was going to get jobbed on the cards possibly does not mean that it's not the same as him saying he's getting knocked the fuck out. He said Bud was going to get knocked the fuck out. You can't compare the two, Nuke. Shut the fuck up, Nuke. You can't compare the two. You try to do that to disavow me, giving him some respect going into this fight, the respect that he didn't give him. Fuck out of here.
Okay, so if I didn't give Bud no respect, why did I give a game plan out for the last 4 or 5 lives before the fight happened on how he could win? If I didn't think he could win,
that is true. He did say that, Brown. He did.
You're being disingenuous right now. You not.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Whatever you say, you got it, buddy. You got it.
Provided anything that proves that I look at him in a negative.
Bro, I can go back. Bro, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure I go back and I'm gonna start chopping up Park City lives, and I'm gonna make a nice little. Breakdown of the Terrence Bud hate moments from Park Street. I can't wait because I know I got a bunch of clips to choose from. I'm gonna go back and watch a lot of video, and I'm gonna make a nice chop up monologue, and I'm gonna go upside your head with that shit.
I want you to do that, but I want Nuke to set up a debate. So I want everybody to see the collage that you put together, and I'm going to stand on every point that I made.
Ooh, we can do that. We can do that
on every point that I made because I made it for a reason.
That's right.
I see. This is your problem, y'all, and you just made the fuck up because see, you don't know the difference, and like a lot of people, you don't know the difference between an opinion and a fact. You just said that I stated a fact when I said that Bo was going to get knocked out. That was not a fact. That was an opinion. That was an opinion. That was not a fact because I don't have any data to support that. That was an opinion when I said I think he's going to get knocked out. I literally in the video, I think Canelo's going to knock him out. I think he's going to do this. If Bud
so your opinion was wrong, okay? Yes, potato. Your opinion was wrong as fuck.
And look, fellas, hold on, fellas. I just want to say this. Look, we all get predictions wrong. We all get them right. Sometimes in boxing, you never know what's going to happen. Look, I predicted Bud was going to stop out Madrimov, and really, he arguably lost that fight. And so then when he arguably lost the fight, that really kind of gave leeway for people to doubt Bud going up and all that weight class. So that's why people felt like, oh, man, Bud struggled when life and death with Israel Madrimov and then goes up and fights Canelo. People thinking, well, how you really going to do this? But then we also seen Canelo look crazy in his last fight. So you put a lot of people between a rock and a hard place. And if you pick one guy to the other, it doesn't mean you are hating. And Brim, the crazy thing is you did pick Canelo. Now, I get your reasoning. See, the one thing about Brim...
Yeah, you said Brim picked Canelo.
Yeah, he did.
I said it was going to be a very not a body bag, but I still think Bud has to fight almost a perfect fight, and he may not. With the judges, it might take it out of his hands. See, bro, it's a complete different disposition. It's a complete different disposition, and y'all try to use this body bag cornball shit. When I actually gave broad details on why they might take the fight from Bud. I didn't say Bud was gonna get starched out. He was gonna get knocked down, and none of that goofy shit. None of that. I thought that it would be a controversial decision for Canelo. Controversial, and it almost fucking was. Even though Bud won 9 rounds, so it almost proved my fucking point. Thank you. Drive the fuck through.
He still lost. It don't matter how he won. It don't matter how Bud won. Canelo still lost. So
we know that, but you're not understanding the reason why I picked Canelo. You're not understanding why I picked Canelo.
It don't matter why you picked Canelo. He still lost.
Hold on, Park. I want you to understand this, Park. I want you to understand this. Every time Brim makes a point, he has to add a caveat so he can try to look right even when he's wrong.
A caveat.
That's how Brim operates.
No, that's a false statement.
Look at it
Completely
now. He's
false.
like, oh, he said,
It's
I said
completely false.
Canelo was
The
going to
reason,
win,
the only
but I
reason
said
why
Bud might
the only
get
reason why I'm
robbed.
having to
So that
defend
way
this is
he can
because I
jump
make
from
a point
side
on
to side
how
no matter
far
what
left he
happens.
was on
So, because
Canelo's
hold on,
side,
Brim,
and then y'all try to bash me because I
let me
happen to
finish.
pick Canelo.
Hold on,
But I'm
Brim,
talking
let me finish. Hold on, Brim, just let me
bullshit,
finish. I'm going to let you talk. I
bullshit,
promise, Brim, I
bullshit,
promise. I
bullshit,
promise, Brim. Brim, I promise. I
bullshit,
promise. Park, the only thing I was saying is, Park, that's why he
bullshit.
said he's picking Canelo to win. So if Canelo wins, he can say, see, I did pick him to win.
Nope.
But if, hold on, let me finish, Brim. I'm going to let you talk. And he was saying that way he can ride with I was right on the prediction. But if Bud, somehow wins, he said, I already thought Bud was going to win, but I just thought he's going to get robbed. He needs a way out. So my whole thing is, if everybody predicted like that, because then I'll be like, okay, I think Bud can win, but I think he gonna get robbed. Then that's a bitch move. Like, stand on what you stand on.
Here's the
If you
problem with the
believe
stupid
Bud
shit
can
you
win
talk
the
about.
fight, hold on. If
I
you
got a
believe
track
Bud's
record
gonna
of
win
making
the
picks,
fight,
Luke. I
just
have a
say
track
it.
record of making picks right and wrong and owning them up either way. So that point that you're making is bullshit. I had the audacity to pick Plant to beat Benavidez. He lost, and guess what? I was like, damn, he ain't come close. I wasn't as confident, but I went with the pick and I was wrong. I sit up here and try to weasel out. No, but I clearly stated in all the times we spoke that Bud has to be almost perfect, but we have a historical component where Canelo gets favorable scorecards. And I said that how many times? More than once, more than twice. So the fact that you're coming here bashing me because I said that, because I'm calling it, because y'all coming at me when you got Park Street sitting up here saying Bud's gonna get sparked out. He don't have much of a chance. Y'all was giving this motherfucker 10 and 15% chances of fucking winning the fight. Y'all talking cash shit, and I'm trying to put some respect on his name. I think this fight's gonna be much closer than it is, and y'all bash me because of that. Fuck all that bullshit and fuck what y'all talking about.
So hold on. So now let me respond to that. So this what I mean. With all that being said, he still picked Canelo. This is what I'm talking about. That's wild to me. And then he talking about, oh, y'all giving him 10 and 15 and 20%. Did we not just see him basically lose and get a favorable decision against Israel Madrimov? We gonna
No,
act
you
like
just
that
a
fight
blind
didn't happen?
motherfucker.
Yeah, we did.
You just
Yeah,
a
we
blind
did. We
motherfucker.
just seen
There's
that happen.
on no
We
planet
just
Israel
seen that
Madrimov won
happen.
6
We
rounds.
just
On
seen
no
that
planet
happen.
Madrimov
The
won
meat
6 rounds. You just
writing
a blind
is
motherfucker. You're
diabolical.
just a
The meat
blind
writing
motherfucker.
is
He did
diabolical.
Madrimov won 6 rounds
This,
in
this,
no
this what
fucking
this is
way.
what we're
No fucking
talking
way. You're
about.
just a
This
blind
what we hold
motherfucker.
on, Brim.
Simple
Hold
as
on.
that.
This is what I
You're
mean. Hold
blind.
on. I want to let everybody know. This is what I mean when I say meat riding is diabolical. A guy wins a fight, then
I
he's a
don't
perfect fighter.
care. I
Let me
don't
finish.
care.
Hold on, Brim. Hold on, Brim. Let me say this. I got a little speech to make. This what I like to tell the fans. If a guy wins a fight, then all of a sudden that guy ain't never ducked nobody. We know Bud didn't duck fights. All of a sudden that guy didn't beat everybody clean, never had a hard fight. We just seen him get a favorable decision against Madrimov, win life and death. But we want to act like these things didn't happen because we want to push a fanboy narrative.
Nope.
At the end
I
of the
just know
day,
that
Bud
Madrimov
Crawford,
did not
hold
win
on, Brim,
6
I'm gonna let you
rounds.
talk.
He
Brim,
did
I'm gonna let
not
you
win
talk.
6 fucking rounds. He lost the last 3 rounds of the fucking.
Brim, I'm gonna let you talk. Relax, my brother. Interrupting me ain't gonna prove your point. Interrupting me is not going to prove your point. It's not. Look, Bud's a great fighter, but we're not going to act like none of these things happen. That doesn't, like, the meat riding is crazy. It's diabolical work at this point to see a guy like this. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, this is wild. But look, let me go ahead and read these comments and let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let me get to it. My brother JMA says if Bud challenged greatness, then he has to be held accountable in the pressure to be better, to not go back like a crab. So if Bud challenged greatness, won, and he's up there with the great, shouldn't Bud be held to the same standard that he challenged?
Facts.
So hold on, Park Street. So if you're saying, why would a guy not want Bud to be held to the same standard?
I personally don't know.
Well, okay, I thought we all want to see the best fight the best.
Because when you really think about it, and this is a body bag for all of the niggas that think like fucking brimology over here, right? I'm giving Bud credit because I'm holding him accountable and calling him a weight bully. Because I think he can fight and beat and contend with these niggas. But y'all trying to call me out for calling him a weight bully when y'all really don't want him to fight those niggas. So who's really against Bud? Me holding him accountable or y'all meat riding?
What's the argument here? Are you guys talking about how Bud is great, but he's not as great as some people are saying?
And no, he's not saying that at all. The only argument that he's saying is he just want to see Bud fight the top guys and the contenders in the division. And Brim said, no, he can go do whatever he wants. And so there's just a difference of opinion on that. And so basically Jay is saying that, hey, if Bud went out there and challenged Canelo for all the marbles saying he's great, why shouldn't he be held to the same standard as everybody else?
Yeah, and if I could just comment on that, because
go ahead.
This was going to be the video I dropped on your channel, IBFP, but it turned out to be the prediction. So I put it on my own channel. Bud, after he beat Spence, he could have fought anybody and made good money because he was the face of boxing at that particular time. But he chose not to do any of that, and the Madrimon fight was forgettable. He put literally everything, including his legacy, on the line against Canelo, and he won. But because he chose not to fight the contenders at 147, like he could have fought Boots and made tons of money because he was the face of boxing. He could have fought anybody at 154 and made tons of money because, again, people saw him as the best guy, even though that Madrimon fight was so close. But he chose not to do that. He didn't fight guys like Janibek. So I don't think he's going to do that now. I said on your show after the fight, his history has shown that he doesn't want to fight the guys who are high risk, low reward. He just wants to fight names. So I think it's just Canelo rematch or retire for him. But I'd love to see him fight Janibek and these other guys.
Let me ask everybody a factor cap. Hold on, let me ask everybody a factor cap on the panel real quick. Crown 64 says, fight once a year, weight bully for 5 years, watch your sized opponent fight twice a year on an already battle-beaten body. Brilliant move by Team Bud Crawford. Is this factor cap, Park Street?
Two things can be true at the same time, and that is a fact.
Brim, is this a fact or a cap, Brim? So now Brim is out doing some turtle business. Brim, are you there, my brother? Brim, tell him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can see both sides, but I'd say cap because he chose to fight Canelo, which was still a big challenge because he was stepping up multiple weight classes. Yes, Canelo was not the fighter he used to be because he had been active and your body wears out over time, and Canelo has a long history. So yeah, he wasn't the same guy, but to say that he waited for Canelo to be old and beaten up, that's an extreme call for me.
But hold on, listen to what you just said. You just proved my point that two things can be true at the same time. You just proved what you just said.
Pat, so I agree with you.
Can be true at the same time. So
I agree with you.
So you would agree that that's true. That's not cap. That's actually true.
I said yes, it was a strategic move by Bud, but in terms of saying that he waited for Canelo to be a beaten up old man, I think that's a bit extreme.
What are you talking about? You just said that it was a strategic move, waiting for him to get beat up, fighting him later in his career. That's the strategic move. So the answer to this question right here is yes. You said no.
I said no because
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be saying yes based off of what you just said. You just contradicted yourself.
No. Okay, this is the reason I say no, because yes, it was a strategic move, but Canelo was not a beaten up old man. It was a strategic move, as in Bud waited for a guy who had all the belts, who strategically in a fight he could beat, he could see himself winning, and he timed it so that he had time to put the weight on, and Canelo would be predictable because he was older, etc., etc. So yes, it was a strategic move, but for example, this wasn't like Roy Jones fighting John Ruiz, who was never a good champion and was stylistically easy for him to beat. So,
well, in fairness, also Fight Sports Crawford team did say that they only fighting Canelo because he's small compared to everybody at 68. If Canelo went at 68, they would have never went up to 68, is what they said.
Facts.
Yeah,
perspective that proves this statement to be true.
And then Bud's trainer Bomac did say that Bud was taking advantage of small weight classes and he should have been up in weight.
And Bud said himself that fighting Canelo, he's fighting at his natural weight.
Yeah, it's hard to get away from those factual statements, man.
Well, in terms of him being a weight bully, this is something I don't know the answer to, because for years I thought, well, he started at lightweight, so I know he was cutting down to lightweight, but I thought, well, he can't be that big for the division. And then as soon as he fought Spence, and I thought, okay, let's wait. I know they looked similar size at the face-offs and the press conference, but I thought, let's wait and see what happens when they get into the ring. And Crawford, everybody agrees with me, right? Crawford looked bigger than Spence once they were in the ring, right?
Yeah, he filled out very big.
If not bigger, he was definitely the bully in there, because he was definitely throwing Spence around.
Yeah, but the fact that he looked physically bigger, given that he started at lightweight, is shocking to me. So I still don't know.
Now you're piecing it together. Now that you're thinking about it,
I'll just finish my point. I'll just finish my point. I still don't know whether I can say he was a weight bully, because it just seems ludicrous to me that he was cutting that much weight. Again, when he started at lightweight, and he would have been bigger than welterweights. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. But again, because when he got into the ring against Canelo, he looked about the same size. I don't know. Maybe Crawford has the ultimate catfish trick. I don't know.
Or you've come to the conclusion that he's a weight bully.
Yeah, and here's another thing. I got an announcement for the panel. Brim has rage quit.
Come on, Brim.
So
later, Brim.
That's a body bag on Brim. And I got a lot of respect and love for Brim, but that's a body, Brim. You rage quit. Because if I can't get a point off, I have to mute you because you're trying to talk over me. I always give everybody the floor. So it's like I mute you for 1 second after he then went on and screamed over me for 10 minutes. And then you rage quit. Come on, bro. That ain't cool, Brim. That ain't cool, bro.
Oh my God.
So so it sounds like, what kind of glizzy is Brim going to order real quick, round one?
A Bud foot-long glizzy, that Omaha style.
Bud foot-long Omaha style glizzy is what Brim is ordering with extra relish and cheese.
But we got to add context to that, because when he puts the Omaha, that means 5 times the regular amount.
Damn.
Oh man. Salute to Brim, man. Salute to Brim. And hold on, round one. Do you think that Bud Crawford, weight bullied and then moved up and selectively picked Canelo because he was small and older and had a beaten up body, or do you think that he was looking for a challenge?
He was kind of doing both, I could see. It wasn't like he moved up and fought a slouch for an interim belt.
I agree.
It's a very, very interesting move, my brother. Very interesting move, man. And let me get to the next one. JMA says, it's easy to go back to the same day weight and stop weight bullying. I mean, think about it. If you went back to same day weight, David would have never made 168. Nope. Would have never happened. I mean, all this weight bullying stops right there and there. And that's why when a guy get on here and tell me weight bullying don't exist, a guy get on here and tell me that, I mean, these fights aren't controversial when we see they're controversial. Like, it's the level of meat riding is insidious, bro. Like, nobody's perfect, bro, but damn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Nuke. Doesn't the IBF, don't they have a clause about weight?
Yeah, yes. 10 day. The next day, 10-pound rehydration, I believe it is, right?
So that's another body bag. Because if weight bullying didn't exist, why would they have a clause for it?
I mean, look, man. Even Andre Ward said that he thinks that every weight class should have rehydration clauses.
I do too.
He thinks that's the only way. He said this years ago. I don't know if he still believes in this, but Andre Ward said this years ago. So my whole thing is like to deny that weight bullying exists. You're trying to push some narrative, and I don't know why people push these narratives, bro. I really don't understand that, man.
But Nuke, he can't believe that now if he's trying to fight Joshua.
That's a good point. Welcome back, Brim. What's up, my brother? Brim.
I'm here. I just want to tell people in the chat, and if anybody else was on the panel saying anything because I had to take care of something, nobody raised quit. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking out the side of your fucking ass for once in your goddamn life. No, what the fuck was you bashing? What the fuck y'all was bashing me about when I stepped off? I want to know because I didn't hear none of it. So what I was getting bashed about?
Nobody bashed you about nothing. We was just
bullshit. Nuke was talking shit. I know he was. Fuck out of
it. Brim, everybody was talking mad shit about you, man.
No, not everybody, but I know Nuke was talking some bullshit. So what the fuck you say, Nuke?
No, all right, Brim. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fight Sports was going in on you, bro, and I had to protect your name, bro.
You a damn lie. I know that's a lie from jump. The moment you started to fix your lips to even say that shit, I knew you was fucking lying.
Hey, Brim, let me get you.
I did talk mad shit about you.
I'll be all right. But let me tell you something. The reason why there's no such thing as a weight bully, because when you're doing that, when you're playing with weight like that and having that advantage, there's a negative connotation to that. And we've seen it in the ring where motherfuckers lose weight and then rehydrate and end up going in the fight, look like shit and get their ass beat. So it goes both ways. They ain't a one-way advantage. That's why I don't call it weight bullying, because there is a negative connotation with you putting on that much weight and rehydrating. It's not all positive, and that's why I don't call it weight bullying.
I agree with you. But
some people can get positives out of it. Some get a lot more negative than positive. It just depends on the fighter. And everybody's body is different. Some people it's going to hurt. Some it's going to help.
But the point
that's
is,
why I don't call it weight bullying.
But it's still weight bullying.
It's about the intention.
Thank you.
It's not about the effect. It's about the intention. They're doing it in hopes to get an advantage.
Yep.
So it's not about whether it benefits them or it don't. The reason they're doing it is what matters, and they're doing it with the intention of having an advantage. That's why it's wrong in general, regardless of whether it works against them or it works for
them. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Weight bullying is weight bullying, bro. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Weight bullying is weight bullying, whether it works for you or against you. It's wrong. It's wrong. I was just talking to my grandpa, right? I was talking to my grandpa about Trump this and Trump that, Trump this and Trump that. Listen, I voted for Trump. So I voted for the good and the bad. And right now, he was the first president to put Americans first more than all these other fucking goofy ass niggas. So all of this other shit that's coming with it, it is what it is. All I know is he put Americans first. He's getting American jobs. He got the prices down. You know what I'm saying? It take $30 to fill up my joint. Gas is over here is like $2.30 something. This shit's still going down. So, yeah, you got to take the good with the bad. But fuck that. We don't want the good with the bad. Fuck weight bullying.
Wait, how did we get into politics?
I don't know. But the only thing I'll just say is this.
But I was thinking that if you make a decision, you got to choose the good and the bad. And right now, it's a situation in which we don't want the good or the bad.
Yeah. And look,
it needs to stop. That was the correlation.
And the next guy I'm voting for is Brim. All right, man. Free Brim jobs for everybody. JMA says Brim's Turtle is in haggler mode. War. That's the mode he really is. Brim be ready.
That's diabolical, JMA. That's diabolical. Brim's
salute to Brim, because Brim's Turtle's a real guy.
That's what I call him. Brim
Look, man, I troll Brim, but Brim's a real dude, man.
Oh, he definitely is. Brim,
I like Brim.
95% of the time, he speaks facts.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say 90% of the time, because no, it's 90% of the time, because 10% of the time Brim's speaking house shit, and he know it. But it's okay. Brim's a real guy. He's a good dude. He's a good brother, man. And I enjoy talking to Brim about everything, man. It's just, but 10% of what he say is bullshit. 10% of it is bullshit, and Brim knows it's bullshit, but he just like to argue. That's really what it is.
Brim, I got a question for Brim.
All right, hold on. Let me finish these, and then I'm gonna let you get Brim on that one, man. And Coach Mill, welcome to the channel, my brother. Coach, the one and only, the best coach in Omaha. The guy that's gonna be better than Bomac. Coach Mill, he's coming. He's coming to a city near you, Coach Steel Mills. You better recognize this man.
I ain't no coach,
Did they
man.
add that
Don't listen to them.
special to the menus up there?
So what?
Did they add that Omaha special to the menus up there yet?
What's the Omaha special?
That 5 times the amount, everything on it.
This dude right here, man.
Oh my fucking god!
This fucking
Yeah,
guy.
that's that Omaha special. Listen, I need that Omaha. They already know 5 times. I need 5 times all that.
Brim first in line. He said, "Let me get 2 of them Jones. Let me get 2 of them Jones."
Get 2 of them Jones.
He's saying it like he from Philly. Well, he said, "Let me get 2 of them Jones."
Hey, Brim, right now he's ordering that Brian Norman Jr. Happy Meal that comes with a little Ninja Turtle toy inside.
Oh man. JMA says, "Isn't the fight with whoever he wants is what Canelo haters complained about?" That is true. Canelo saying I can fight whoever I want is what people were mad about. But if you say the same about Bud, is that a fair criticism?
It is.
Look, to me, Canelo did what he is because he's the money guy. He's the needle mover. You know, he's moving the needle himself and shit like that. Bud, he's doing what he wants to, but it's taking him forever for certain shit. Right now, we're seeing him finally going and doing other shit. You know, that fucking that Spence fight, it took a long time to do. He still had to do with Top Rank and all that bullshit of boxing, you know.
I'm sorry, is some people criticizing Bud for some stupid reason?
No.
So the question that's being asked here is that should Bud be required to fight, I guess, whoever the public demands? So the people said the issue they had with Canelo was that he's not fighting the fights people want to see. Should we hold Bud Crawford to that same standard, or is Bud free to do whatever the fuck he wants to do?
I mean, triple undisputed. I would, personally, for me, I think Bud can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I mean, he just beat the guy in a sense. Who we all
and I can agree with that. The only problem is one of them undisputed is Fugazi. It looked funny under the light, and we know that 140 looked funny under the light.
I agree on that. The 140, but then he has
that looked funny under the light.
But he is
Mills, don't do that shit, Mills. Come on, Mills, don't do that. We know it looks funny under the light.
Defend it.
Come on, Mills.
Defend it, Mills.
We can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. Victor Postal was man. We all know who got it. We all know who ran away from Victor Postal, man. We all know who ran away from.
Who was that?
Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia ran.
Oh yeah, Garcia.
Danny Garcia ain't shit.
But at 140 he was. He looked better at 140 than he did at 140.
He was a decent fighter, but Danny Garcia was never no killer.
Did I see what, Park?
That's my Wayne face.
Oh yeah. Yeah, legitimately though, I think Bud's earned the right, and it's probably going to be him going for the unification of 160. So I have no problem with Bud. I think Bud's earned the right to do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm sorry, that's just me. That's just me. People may disagree with me. I don't give a shit.
No, I respect that.
No, I respect it, but I will tell you, it is a double standard because when Canelo said I do whatever the fuck I want, everybody and their mama was sitting up here hating on it. So it's good to see Bud is getting the treatment that Canelo should have got. That's just my opinion on it.
It's a bit whack, but fair.
I understand it, but
it's fair, but I think it's a bit whack, but it's fair. I can see your point.
Antonio Garcia, but I have no problem with it because Bud.
That's the problem. He fought Bud.
Who gives a fuck? He fought Abination. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Abination is, but listen. Comparing Berlanga to Abination is disrespectful to Abination. That's how bad Berlanga is.
Sit up here looking like you're about to make a turtle soup.
Comparing Berlanga to Abination is disrespectful to Abination. That's how bad Berlanga is.
Fucking crazy.
Bud is great.
Sit your $5 down.
That's how bad Berlanga is, though.
Don't do that.
But hold on. I'm just playing around. Antonio Garcia says, looking at your takes, Fight Sports Talk, it's clear you're more of a boxing casual than someone who actually studies the sweet science of boxing.
Ouch! Fight. You want to get that?
That is a load of fucking bullshit. I'm sick of defending. I'm sick of having to defend myself on these shows. I don't know why people have such a problem.
Don't defend yourself. Just say what you want to say and tell them to eat your fat.
The chats are dick.
Exactly.
I get banged on. I get banged on in the chats as well.
I get shot on. So
it is what it is.
It's an everyday thing. I could be trying to make the most sense and be the most rational. You don't still get bashed. Why give a fuck? Just say what the fuck.
I get banged on in the chat too. I was eating a David Glizzy earlier today.
Yeah, but you do so much banging on everybody else, Pauls, that the little bit you get back in the chat just don't make up.
By the way, can I say my?
That's the Benny Glizzy Ohio style. That's new.
Can I say my excitement for November 22nd is through the roof after what I've seen this week? Norman Jr., Brian Norman, to Brim's guy, looks in tremendous shape, ready to go and kill Devin Haney.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. A lot of guys are in great shape. That don't mean shit.
That don't mean shit.
I agree, but it's
he is in great shape, but Devin Haney's in great shape too.
No, that's what I mean.
Devin Haney always comes in shape.
No. I agree. We want all these guys though with no excuse, and it looks like Yard, Benavidez, Norman, Haney.
Anthony Yard's in great shape. You told me. You sent me
but I think he was. Before when you interrupted Hickey, I think Hickey was about to say everybody look like they're really focused on the fight. It's going to be a goodie.
That's what I mean. Everyone's locked in for this card. It's great for the sport if everyone is locked in. We don't want anyone fucking, failing weight and all that.
Couldn't hear you, Park Street. Hold on a second.
Say it again, Park.
I was asking, is that all on the same card? The Benavidez Yard Haney?
Yes. Yes. Out of the year.
Noakes and Mason is on the card too.
Is that the card of the year?
He might be.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It is, but that last PBC card is not bad. They did a good job of reformulating after dealing with
that last PBC card is actually that
Pitbull card is actually a good
it's not on the level of November 22nd.
It's not, but it's a good card though. It's a quality
card.
It is a good card.
It is the first really good card from the PBC in like a fucking 5 years.
That's a little bit of an overstatement.
I think I'm forgetting that. What was that? Better Be Evan B-Ball 2. That card was.
That was a banger too.
Yeah, that was great. That was the one with the Callum Smith Fulatsi fight.
That card was stupid. That card was stupid.
That shit was drag.
Riyadh season really. All of their cards have been, to me, top tier. I think the majority of their cards have been top tier.
By the way, for a laugh, how trash the WBA sending Pulev to die? If anyone saw that,
that's for you. And the thing is, new. Why are you highlighting that shit? Highlight the super chest.
I didn't even realize I did that, Brim. My bad, Brim.
Yeah, you didn't realize.
If anyone saw the news of the WBA sending Pulev to die, they ordered Pulev to defend his regular world title against Moses Atuma.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would have rather him went and fought Frankie Sanchez. I think he's ready for Frankie Sanchez.
I think Atuma beat Sanchez 100%.
But Sanchez ain't a title holder, right? Sanchez is not a title holder, right?
Hold on, 1 second, fellas. Hold on, 1 second. Kim Brim, would you like to just answer your critics, man? Because they all keep saying the same thing, Brim. Would you just like to answer your critics, man?
The thing is, that never came out of my mouth. See, the thing is, this is the thing I'm always dealing with, words being put in my mouth, things that I actually did not say. I didn't say I was cool with him holding the belt for a whole year and doing nothing with it and just holding hostage. But what I was saying is, historically, with him, with the titles, when he moves up, is strategically, he goes in, get his next fight, and then that belt goes to the person who's the interim, who's in line. And and if he goes down to 160 and fights, instead of fighting again in 168, then 168 is going to be open, and all those guys are going to have a chance to get a title shot and get their hands on the belt. If you have an issue with that, Snackford, even though we know your name is based on hate towards Terence Crawford, and you're probably hiding behind a butthurt, you was probably crying crocodile tears as fucking Errol Spence got thumped, he got knocked down 3 times, getting his ass whooped, and I know you was probably sitting there thinking about jumping off the top of the fucking building after your guy got beaten. Now you change your name to Snackford because you're a fucking hater. You little fucking
that's a wild name.
Hey, yo, man, knock the picture up, bro. You can't hide behind look like
he hiding behind a big ass S and a hating ass name, Snackford.
But Brim literally just explained that Bud has a history with doing Snackford. Just said he got a history of holding the belt.
Yeah, but the thing is, why would you say it's holding hot? But the thing is, why would you say it's holding hostage when you have interim titles who move up and then the division continues to move? So saying that is disingenuous in its own right, because we know who's in line. Like, we knew Norman was in line at first it was actually supposed to be Centillion in line. So when he fought that fight versus Norman, we knew whoever won that fight would end up becoming a champion. So we get an actual development of seeing what's going to come down the pipe. So saying that just holding up the division is disingenuous when we know the fighters are fighting for particular things, and when that guy goes from one division to the next, those titles are going to those guys. We know what's happening.
But it's not necessarily even with that though, we want them to fight.
But when you talk about Bud
holding their titles or not,
when you talk about Bud holding belts hostage, right? How many times has he defended undisputed? Exactly. So how is he holding belts hostage, man? He get them belts and get on.
No, but it's not about just holding belts hostage. It's also about not fighting who the public wants him to fight.
People want him to fucking fight Boots at 154 and he's at one. He just fought at 168. A lot of people won't have delusional wants.
He didn't defend undisputed. So
hold on, I got a question.
Why we putting all this heat about him defending undisputed? When did defending undisputed become this big fucking thing? Once you get, that's the mountaintop. So when you're at the mountaintop, you're supposed to sit there and wait for everybody to climb up. And if you decide to fight and defend undisputed, that's great. But if you don't, I don't think it's something we're gonna bash somebody for, especially if he moves to the next division.
Pork Chop got a response. Hold on, Pork Chop got a response for this, Brim. Go ahead, Pork.
I mean, two reasons. I don't really care if somebody defends undisputed. That is, I know them fighters like to complain about the sanctioning fees, and then we just seen what happened to Bivol, how the WBC did him, but they made Benvidez wait the whole time he was in line for Canelo. So
that's
I mean, it really ain't no point in you defending undisputed. I mean, we don't seen that play out
because Benvidez had the mandatory and didn't activate. They didn't make him wait on nothing.
So he got activated.
The first part of what you said was true. The first part of what you said was true, but that part right there about Benvidez was not true.
If he had activated, what would they have done?
They weren't going.
If he would have activated, Canelo would have either had to fight him or prove that he was a duck and refused to fight.
They found out at what it was, middleweight.
Mauricio, they had a backdoor handshake. Don't put no pressure on Canelo. Just try to make the fight. When you go to 175, we're gonna look out for it.
Why you think
look
you
at
get
them?
a brand?
Look at Brim.
Why you think you get a brand?
No,
Brim, no.
I'll say, and I still
hold on.
say
Let me read these.
What the WBC did to Bivol was wrong. I still stand by that.
JMA says it's not impossible. Eric Morales said he could hydrate up to 40 pounds easy without lagging. So you can put on a lot of weight and still be successful in whatever weight class, and that is weight bullying. Like, just be real about it. Detroit Music says Boots versus Ortiz is a true 50-50 fight. I lean Boots, though. I think his athleticism will be the difference in the fight. And this is what I've been saying. I think it's 50-50. I think Boots is an excellent fighter. Vergil, excellent fighter. They have their own strengths. And I think it's true 50-50. I'm not mad at anybody, whichever way you pick on this fight. I already know Coach Mills going to pick against Boots because he got this issue with Boots. I don't know what Boots has done to Mills. Maybe he says something about, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's not so much Boots. It's the same shit with Benvidez, man. It's not so much them. It's fans putting extra credit on these motherfuckers when they ain't show they deserving of it, man. Show me that you are what it is everybody is saying you are.
I got a question for Coach Mills.
The Cookie Monster.
Man, I ain't no coach, man.
Listen.
At least Benvidez is moving though.
Right. So,
hold on. Boots is moving too. Ken Vergil has already said that they've agreed to the fight. We gonna get the fight.
They're not
fighting. So if
they don't get the fight, it ain't on Boots because he didn't already put it out there.
He already signed the contract, so that's already.
Go ahead. What's your question for Coach Mills? And I'm sorry, Coach, but on this channel, still Mills is the motherfucking coach. Go ahead, 103.
So when we talk about this fight being a 50-50 fight, I'm trying to imagine this as strength versus strength, weakness versus weakness, and then strength versus weakness on both sides. So with that being said, I know Vergil Ortiz to be a very good body puncher. And I know him to be a very powerful puncher. And he has really good pressure. So let's say that he breaks through, gets to Boots' body and forces him to sit there and fight without using his mobility and kind of limiting his athletic ability with the footwork. How do you see that fight happen in that scenario? And that goes for Brendan Audio, but I want to know the answer first.
And if they in the exchanges, if he plants them left hooks to the body and it forces Boots to hold his feet and enter into an exchange with Vergil, how do I see that fight happening? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, if he takes away the feet and forces them to fight.
Vergil, I think Vergil is a lot more defensively responsible in the pocket. I think he's a lot more compact with his punches. His punches are tighter. Boots is the showman. He plays to the crowd, man. So he opens up a little bit more on shots, all the showboating and everything. He's not as bad as Ben Whitaker, but he does play to the crowd and does all the wild shit. Now, like I said, man, the dude was whipping uppercuts in front of Terence Crawford, and because he was just off balance that bad. He tends to open up a little bit wider on shots, on hooks, uppercuts, all of that shit. Vergil is a tighter puncher at close quarters, and I think he's a better pocket. I think he's a better fighter in the pocket. I definitely lean. It's not even a lean. I'd fall over on the Vergil side if that fight happened like that.
You know why I don't think it's a 50-50 fight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Vergil can hurt Boots. For real.
Look at Mill's face.
I don't think Vergil can hurt Boots for real. I think Vergil is a decent puncher at 154. I think he's a respectable puncher, but the puncher that I thought he is not. He's a good puncher, but I think that when you get to the deep waters on the back end of the fight,
I was just about to say that. Thank you, round one. That is something I'm going to jump down Bryn's throat.
Exactly what I'd say.
And Bryn has defended Benavidez on that. That is double standard from Bryn right there.
What are you talking about? Say what?
What I'm saying is, you say Vergil doesn't have the.
But I was saying, I agree with you because I said the same thing about David, like what you're talking about, Vergil.
David at 175, and you have gone at us at it before.
Yeah, but David didn't arguably lose a fight either at 175.
Vergil hasn't lost a fight at 154.
He arguably lost a fight.
Bro,
I didn't think.
How could
the double standard? I thought he lost against Boychuk. There's no fight that I can say David Benavidez lost at 175. So how is it a double standard?
It's not about the loss. No, it's not about the loss. I want to be clear. It ain't about the loss. It's about the power.
Yeah, but I question David Benavidez. But I question David Benvidez power at 175 as well. That's why I think it's important for him to knock out Yard in this fight, because the other two championship opportunities Yard's had, he got knocked out. So I feel like Benvidez needs to make that statement.
All I'm asking is keep the same energy, my man.
Yeah, but I don't think
keep the same energy. Whenever you see me run around screaming David Benavidez is the greatest of all time, though, why would you use David Benavidez against me when I'm talking about Vergil Ortiz?
Wait a minute, hold on, Hit. I got to defend Brim here. Right is right. I know me and Brim have our issues, but he has never done that for David Benavidez. No, let me finish, Hit. He does not do that for David. He meet Brian Norman all day, but he will never meet David.
I don't even meet Ryan
Norman Jr.
I don't even meet Ryan Norman. I tell you how Devin Haney can win the fight. I tell you how Devin Haney can win the fight. I know that one of the deficiencies from Brian Norman is he kept his head on the center line in a lot of his fights. That's not meat riding. That's excess in the fight. What are we talking about here? See, this is why we talking about Nuke. This is the bullshit that you build up and create this narrative on me when that's not the facts. Cut it out.
I'm defending you, Brim. I'm saying
you you're not. Yeah, you defend me, then underhand slap me at the same time. Thanks a lot, Nuke. Shit. Appreciate it.
Oh man, Brim's my guy.
I want to know, like, when you say he can't hurt, when he can't hurt Boots, bro. He hurt Boychuk. I don't know how we forgetting that. No, we didn't drop him. No, we didn't stop him. But he made him.
He almost had him out there in round 11.
Exactly. He made him do the dance, dog. Like,
I don't know if Vergil can stop Boots from doing what Boots want to do. That's my concern.
I don't think Boots can stop Vergil Ortiz from pressing the action.
But the thing is, though, that's what Boots performs best at, is those who press the action. He struggles with boxers, not people that press the action.
I don't think it's struggling, though, man. Look at every fighter that he's been in with that was fighting off.
He struggled, even though he won against Karen. He struggled like a motherfucker against Karen. Had good movement. That's not
you talking
Vergil
about?
No, because he
Ortiz,
was a
dog.
skeleton in the
But no,
closet.
it's not. But what I'm saying is, man, people like when you look at Vergil has been in there with fleet-footed fighters, and he's
Madrimov.
not.
Everyone thought
Madrimov is
Madrimov
a
would
perfect
outclass
example.
Vergil. We
And
had half of this panel picking Madrimov to outclass Vergil and go to a points victory, and that is fact. When we were doing predictions,
You're
That is
right,
a
Head
fact.
Kid.
How
I
did
hate
that
that
fight
you're
go?
right,
And how
Head
did that
Kid.
fight go?
I hate that you're right, Head Kid.
Vergil made
I hate that you're
Madrimov
right.
fight his fight and beat Madrimov up worse than. Let's be honest, he beat Madrimov better than Bud beat Madrimov. That's a
He
fact.
did. That's a fact.
He did.
That's a
That is
We
a
fact.
admit
fact.
that. It's all good. He
Y'all
did. He did.
overstated a little bit, though. He did
But
do
look,
his
Brim
job.
just
Y'all
cannot take
overstated, but
it.
he did
He
do.
just
He did do a
cannot
little
take
bit better. But y'all be
everything.
This
overstated
is
like it
why
wasn't the
Cannot.
blueprint
Damn, bro.
This
already
is why
created
I'm
for him, though.
saying I think this is a complete 50-50 fight. I would hate picking Vergil versus Boots. I would hate picking
I
them.
just think,
But Brim, you're making a mistake in
stylistically.
this. You're making a
Huh? Tell
mistake
me
in
how
this,
I'm making a
Brim.
mistake, sir. Tell me how.
I'm gonna tell you making a mistake because
Show me.
you know I like Boots a little bit. You know, just a little bit. I like Boots, but I like Vergil a little bit too. I think it's a little, I don't know, premature to I don't know what, maybe that's not the right word, but
It is. When you talking about
it
what you do in the bed, that don't quite equate to what we're talking about here.
Brim got one, man. All right, bro. I respect it, Brim. All I'm gonna say is, Brim, it just right now I just think that, it's not realistic because we don't know what Boots' chin really is 100%. The jury's still out on Boots a little bit, and if we're real, the jury's still out on Vergil a little bit. And so this is kind of a proving ground fight for both of these guys to see what they really are. I mean, I know we've seen more from Vergil than Boots, in fairness, but I think we need to. We're going to find out who they both really are when this fight happens. And then to say that he can't hurt him is, I don't like to say can't, because you could see something happen in the fight. Vergil land a clean shot, Boots goes down, and you at home choking on that glizzy. I don't know. I just feel
Why
like
would I
that's a
be
wild
choking on the
fight.
glizzy? Why would I be choking on the glizzy? You know I'm not you tell me I hate on Boots all the time. So how I go from hating on Boots to choking on the glizzy that fast? This is crazy. No, what I'm just saying is,
Listen, hold on, Brim. The same
what,
way Nuke was against Benavidez, but now his special food is that Benavidez glizzy. That Benavidez.
Wow!
that's just
Oh
that was just
man.
to keep him from
Taking
losing.
that.
That was a mitigate to keep him from losing
You taking
250
that?
subs instead of just 50. That's what I see the play. But no,
We ain't
listen.
at 250 no more. We're at 350 right now, bro. We're at
All right.
350 right
But you know what? You did make some correct points, Nuke. It is a little premature. It is. But what I personally believe, this is just what I believe, seeing both of these guys fighting, right? And there again, this jury's still out. A lot of that is right. But I think Vergil makes more mistakes than Boots, in my opinion. Also, I just got a feeling that Vergil can't go. Maybe I'm just got an inkling that Virgil's not going to be the hurt Boots. And it's not going to stop Boots from doing what he do. And Boots has the right style to beat what Vergil brings. It's the right style. Vergil fights exactly what caters to what make Boots look good. And that's the problem.
But
For
does
me.
he have to?
Hey,
Does he have to?
hey, Brim, I got a question for Brim. Hey, Porks, let me just get this real quick, and you got next, right? Hey, Brim, are you laying down?
Yeah.
What?
Listen, I just got to point out that you're a little comfortable talking to men laying down. I'm just saying.
Yo, chill, bro. Bro, chill, bro. Now you're doing too much. Now I'm hopping off. I'm out now. I'm out, man.
Nah, man.
No,
Don't do
Brim.
that.
Let him leave.
Brim rage quit. Brim
Go ahead,
rage
pork
quit.
chop. Go ahead, pork chop. I was just
I
joking.
mean, I ain't got much to say. I
And
was just
hold on. The
wondering
fact that the Brim rage quit, it sounds like somebody in his pork chop. All right, go ahead, pork.
Nah, I ain't got much to say on the topic. I was just wondering, like, why is there a need for him to hurt him? I don't think you need to hurt him out boxing.
Who hurt who?
Vergil hurting Boots. He said he don't think Vergil can hurt him.
He don't. Vergil.
You agree
Boots.
with that, pork chop?
Yeah, hey, I think that question to you, Brim.
No, I'm just
Oh,
asking
sorry, what'd you say,
anybody.
pork chop?
I'm just saying, like, why does he need to hurt Boots though? That's what I'm saying. Does he need to hurt him to get the victory?
I think he's a better boxer than y'all giving him credit for.
What Vergil?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Vergil. Yeah.
You I think stylistically, when it comes to Vergil and when he's pressing against Boots, he's just going. I just think he's going to be susceptible to getting hit with a lot of counter shots. And if he doesn't hurt Boots, I just don't know if he wins a 12-round decision, man. I mean, again, it's a lot of unknowns, and Nuke kind of quelled me back a little bit from my sentiment because I reached a conclusion on this fight a little bit ago, and for some reason I'm really stuck on saying Boots is going to beat Vergil, and I'm pretty emphatic about it at this point. And as you know, I'm not a giant Boots fan. I don't hate Boots. I think he's talented. He hasn't proven enough yet, but it's just something about the styles of them two and what I've seen from the two. I just got a feeling that if Vergil don't hurt Boots is going to end up outboxing him for 12 rounds. It's going to be a wrap.
But see, my thing my fault. Go ahead. My fault.
You can go ahead with that one, Mills. I just had one side comment for you. When I said the jury's still out on Boots, you kind of look like you agree, but Vergil, you look like you didn't agree. I didn't know why that was, but you can go ahead and make your first point and answer that whenever.
Oh, well, I'll answer that one as well. First off, drop the link for Clavo. Drop the link for the homie Clavo.
That's Clavo here. Nice.
What I was saying about Boots, like I think the jury is still out on him. I don't think the jury is out on Ortiz. I think at this point, because of who he is, the caliber of competition he's been in with, we got to gauge what Ortiz is. A better gauge of what Ortiz is, what he's susceptible to, as opposed to what Boots is, because he hasn't fought at the level that Ortiz has fought at, as far as competition is concerned. So I think we know more, we have a more vivid understanding of Ortiz than we do with Boots. But as far as him, getting hit, being susceptible to counters and all that, that comes with the territory of being a pressure fighter, man. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. That's going to happen. But we've seen Boots is susceptible to getting clipped too. I just watched highlight footage with him and Karen Chukatsian, and Karen Chukatsian was clipping him. You know what I'm saying? Clipping him, counter left hooks over the top to the point where he lost his footing and everything. It wasn't more of a balance thing. It wasn't like he did the dance or nothing like that, but it was a balance. And we've seen it. Boots has been hit an awful lot. He has been. And when you in front of somebody who's a lot more nuanced in their approach, methodical in their approach as far as pressure goes, and the punch placement, the punch selection, all of that, he's gonna get hit as well. He's gonna get hit, and he's gonna get rattled because we've seen him rattle fighters who are more proven than he is.
And fighters who you normally throw, tighter, shorter punches, like you said, normally are going to get to the mark at a more accurate rate. So, I would lean in that corner as the tighter, more efficient fight.
Baby.
No, the baby's beautiful, man. The baby's beautiful.
Appreciate it.
And I
look
like
the
to welcome.
baby put on a couple pounds since the last time we seen baby.
Yeah, man.
So is Hit Kid.
Man, that's abuse, man. I'm laying back down. Fuck you, Park Street.
Right, man. You know what it is, Brim. You good.
I had to hop off of that, though. That shit was diabolical, man.
Let me welcome the throat goat, Clavo.
Come on, man.
What's up, my loves?
Yo, I'm off again. He called you the throat goat, and you come and say, "What's up, my loves?" This is not the way we should start your introduction. This is not the way. No.
That's the way you gotta act with those kind of comments. You just gotta go with it, dog. It is what it is.
So you going with the fruit?
I ain't going with nothing.
I'm gonna go with it, act like it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good because I use those jokes too. It is what it is. Hey, I ain't gonna get mad because it's like me getting mad because they use it on me, but I'm gonna use it on people all the time, bro. That just don't go. You gotta be able to take it as best you give it.
Clavo, the difference here is that Brim gets triggered a lot. Notice the next super chat is from Antonio Garcia. He says Brimja Turtle is acting tough from behind his keyboard.
Brim, I gotta ask you, bro, because you want to talk about you want to get out because of what you just heard, but about 3 lives ago on Ring IQ specifically told you that he can see you and him playing naked in the sandbox, and you did not react like this, bro.
Hey, yo, I was like, hey, yo, I'm out of here. And I was like, hey, yo, I'm out of here, bro. I'm like, I'm just the move.
Can you repeat that?
Clavo, why would you open up this door and now Nuke gonna make it up? Oh, man. Clavo, you my doghouse, Clavo.
Hold on. One second, Brim.
Bro,
hold on. I just got a
Clavo,
Christmas
You done
present.
fucked up the whole channel with that one.
Clavo, can you repeat that one more time? No,
Hold
Clavo, can you repeat that one more time, please?
Okay. Well, yeah. Before I repeat it, Brim. Okay. The reason I'm saying I gotta say you making me, bro, because you want to act like you want to leave because of what I
Bro,
just
I
said.
was joking,
Well,
man. I'm joking. Holy shit.
Hey, you was joking, and
So am
Clavo, you
I,
hurt his
bro.
feelings.
So am
Bro,
You
I.
hurt
I
his
before you
really
came
feelings,
need to
on,
bro.
hear this real quick.
hold on, Clavo. Before you came on, Park Street said you laying down. He said, "Are you too comfortable in front of men laying down?" I said, "I'm out of here," and I left, and then came right back. So I'm joking, bro. I'm just
Bro,
joking. Okay, I'm just
everything's a
joking.
joke, bro. What I just said was a joke with Ring IQ
I know
about
it
you.
was a joke.
Okay,
That
well, let
was
me just
not
hear
no
what he
joke.
said.
He
Hold on,
really
repeat it
said
real quick,
that.
Clavo.
You want to hear what Ring IQ said?
That shit
Yeah,
was
please,
disgusting.
please.
Okay, he
That shit was
said that he
disgusting.
can see him and Brim playing naked in the sandbox.
No
Oh
joke.
my
Jesus.
gosh.
Docking.
Lord
He
have
said they were
mercy.
docking it.
What the
They were
fuck,
docking in the
Brim?
sandbox.
Oh my
Jesus.
Gay. Oh, gay.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Brim. Is that not true?
It was something like that. I don't remember. You
No,
remember
that's what he
vividly
said, bro.
more
I
than me.
remember.
Hey,
I
Clavo's
avoided
kitchen.
that. I skirted
Clavo's
around
kitchen.
that
You gotta grab
ASAP.
the
I got
clip.
away from that ASAP. So you might remember
Oh
better than
man.
me because I
No, I
wasn't
do
trying to
remember.
stay
But
around listening to that.
wait a minute. But the funny thing is, you didn't go nowhere. You
No, what I
stayed.
mean, like,
Man.
no, you don't understand. What I meant, like, stay around is like
Oh my
engage with
god.
the conversation on that topic. So that means,
I know,
oh, you
bro.
say some crazy
I
shit,
was
like,
just
oh, you
cracking.
sound
I was
crazy. I'm
cracking
out of
up,
here.
bro. I was just listening, and that shit popped off, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I almost my stomach hurt, bro. I was laughing at that, bro.
Oh man.
Y'all
Park
some
You know,
Street.
Ring
wild
IQ
Park
always
people.
got
Street.
them gay jokes, bro. He always do.
Park Street. Park
Extremely.
Street. Park Street. Is that not diabolical work that he didn't go nowhere after he heard that one? That was
Here we go
All
again.
I
Now,
heard was, all
Nuke,
I
can you
heard
get
was,
back to boxing instead of exaggerating
Yeah.
on
My
by his
bad,
brim,
bro.
please?
My
Thank
bad,
you.
bro.
Appreciate it.
My
Oh
bad. I
no, we
apologize.
Thank
gotta
you
get
very
to the
much.
bottom of this.
I
he
apologize.
said Splinter was looking
Uh,
for Donatello.
Bro, look, I just came in and
Ooh.
said, "What's up, my loves?" And this is what started it off, Brim. You made a big deal about that, so I had to bring that to the table, dog.
Oh man. Welcome
Yeah.
to the
Brim,
table.
talk about his
Real
cat.
Talk Combat and
Oh, look,
Ashy
bro, I'm at the
Knuckles.
gym. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise.
Welcome, everybody. What's up, Hit? Steel Mill,
What's
L
the
Nuke,
hat?
motherfucking Sandbox Brim. What's going on, baby? Everybody in the motherfucking chat. Boy, everybody here today, boy.
Yo,
I'm feeling
he's
Oh
good,
quick
boy.
man.
with him.
Oh, Ashy
Yeah.
Knuckles.
But hey, Brim, let me apologize for now in advance and for the rest, bro, because I got a feeling that
Oh,
ain't going nowhere anytime soon, bro.
Man.
yo,
No,
yeah, you.
Brim's on the phone right now. He got it muted because he's talking to somebody on the phone. He need a thing of chapstick. All right, let me go ahead and read these comments.
Yo, that's wrong, bro.
Real Talk Combat is at a men's spa, so if you hear a lot of noise in the background, you know what's going on.
Fuck you. That's a good
Damn.
one. That's a good one. That's a good
Listen,
one. You got me.
I ain't never heard of nobody being on the chat in the sauna.
No. I don't hit the sauna for another 30.
Now,
Oh,
Real Talk been hitting that work in that gym, though. I've been seeing him. Yeah,
man,
what you
why did
trying
we
to get
come to
to,
this
bro?
That's what I'm
point?
talking about.
Why did we come to this point when I already know that Ashy Knuckles joined the show right when this was going to be read?
Oh
David
man.
Benavidez didn't activate his mandatory against Canelo because he was afraid he would get the fight. But he activated against Bivol because he knew he had a fight in the way.
I think Ashley right on time.
Ashy Knuckles
Man,
right
look
on
here.
time.
Listen, man. If anybody believe that, listen, man, you just don't believe that you existed. Come on now, stop it. Really, David Benavidez ducked Canelo Alvarez. Really, he didn't want to fight Canelo. He was just
No.
whooping the whole time,
No,
man.
Nah,
I do
Canelo
He
ducked
believe he
didn't want
David.
to
wanted to
fight.
I
fight
mean,
Canelo. I do believe
He
he
didn't
wanted
want
to
to
fight
fight,
that
man.
ain't even the
He
BS
won't
part
fight.
of it. It's just the
So
fact
so
that
so basically, what y'all telling me is, and like I said, David. Only thing y'all, I don't know why y'all. And that's what it is. Y'all don't want to go watch. Y'all, some of y'all don't watch the interview. Y'all just be on the hush hush about it because y'all don't want to talk about it and shit. But
What interview?
slowly and but surely, like I just said, and I'm gonna repeat my prediction again.
Wait,
By
what
the
interview,
end of
folks?
What interview? What interview?
hold on, let me go to
Ah, hombre, wait.
Well,
It's just
well,
talking.
let me
no,
go
but
let me go
we'll ask you. Hold on. Every
let me
time,
I
hold
want to
on.
get the correct
Every time we
names. Look,
talk about,
I want to get the correct names. I don't want to just be lying and shit. You know, I want to
well,
get everybody correct.
That's fair. No,
well,
that's fair. Get your facts straight. That's fair.
well, no. What I was gonna say is every time we speak about an interview or fighter say, you right away say, "Damn, man, y'all really take what these fighters saying serious." So
basically,
anyone?
Hey, no, I've heard you say that. I've heard you say that before.
Listen, man, you like to make your little videos, right? When you debunking people, right? Just go make that video and pull that up with me saying at any time that
Do you make
telling
videos,
me a
Ashley?
video to
Do
go
you do
look up for me
content?
to be
Ashley, you
we're
really want
sitting
me
on
to
a video.
go
Yes,
look for that and make that video?
Bravo, that's what you do. That's what
I
you
know.
do. So look,
Anyone?
So you want
didn't
me to
make
prove
one.
you wrong
Listen, man,
again?
look. You
You
didn't
want
make
me to
Bravo, he
one
prove you
giving you
wrong
homework.
again?
Listen, man, look, I done
He
told
giving
you
you
what
homework,
videos.
bro.
Listen, man, whether I'm right or wrong. So listen, you'll never make a
You're
video
wrong.
about me being right. So that's all you do is
You're
make
wrong.
wrong videos.
Hey, he ain't
So
wrong
look,
about
All right,
that.
so
I'm
what
gonna
He
help
right
interview
you
you
about
out.
talking about,
that.
Listen,
Ashley?
listen.
What
Whether
interview
I
what you
said it
talking
or
about?
not, look, hold up, just pause and listen for a second. Just slow down. Whether I said it or not, I'm gonna help you out. So just in
Am I
Now you
tripping
good.
or
You
Ashley?
good.
Did Ashley
Did he
try to
cut
put
out?
on
he
the
ain't make
sexy
one in a
voice or
long
am I
time. So
tripping?
Ashley likes to lend a helping hand and help a brother out sometimes. So here you
Well,
go, Clavo. Here's a
no,
chance for you to make a video. You might put a little money in your pocket. There you go.
no,
That's
man,
fair.
Drop a
it ain't
jewel
Bravo,
about
on
that,
help
it. You
us
know
bro.
what I
out
mean?
in,
Because
with this interview
no,
that
no,
you
no.
talking
It's
about.
because
Drop a
Ashley, there's
jewel
really,
on it. Hold on
no
for a second.
need.
Hold on. Look,
There's
if
really no need
listen,
because
man,
I
I'm
know
gonna
what
go
you
find
said.
it. I'm gonna go
No,
get the
I don't
name
have to
right
find it,
now.
bro. I know where it's at. I know exactly where it's at,
Okay, well, if you know where it's at, give the name out then, Clavo, so I won't have to back.
bro. I actually repeated verbatim what you said. Damn, man, y'all really take what these parties be saying serious. That's exactly what you
Oh,
said,
you
dog.
talking about the video? No, he asking me a
I
question,
was
man.
talking about an interview too, bro. And now you want to bring up interviews like if they're
So
valid now.
what interview was
So
you talking about?
only
What
with you
interview
they
was
have
you talking
validity, but
about,
not when anybody else uses interviews that don't have
Clavo, what
validity.
interview, Clavo, just calm down. What interview was you talking about that I
Bro,
should have?
I am
Objection,
calm.
relevancy.
Excuse me, say that again.
Yo,
He said,
are we having some kind of static or some shit? Some cutting
no,
out.
I
you're
think
coming
real
through.
talk.
You're coming
He
through.
unmuted his mic to say objection, relevancy, and then muted his mic again.
Yeah, that's what real
Yeah,
talk
real
is.
talk just ducking in and out.
You motherfucker.
I'm
Some
listening. I'm
big
trying to
guy
get
came
past
up
the
from
ads.
behind.
You know what I'm saying?
What I want you to do, Ashley, what interview was you talking about with David Benavidez? That's what
Yes.
I'm asking for, family.
That's
Like,
I'm about to go and get the name, and like I said, Clavo, I
all
thought
right, well, just give
Clavo
us a
said he
rough
knew the
draft
name.
of it. Just
No,
give us a rough draft of
I'm
what
gonna
it is you
find it for you. I'm gonna do you that favor though. I'm gonna expose you again and find it and prove you wrong again.
But just Ashley, just
Oh my
summarize.
gosh.
Just summarize what they were talking about in that interview. Just summarize.
Yeah,
Yes,
just give us a
please.
rough draft, man.
Summarize it real quick, Ashy.
About, I mean,
Synopsis.
it was a bunch of things, like
No, in
specifically
regards
what
to
y'all want to know.
Canelo, in regards to Canelo and why you believe that he didn't duck him.
Oh well, that interview right there, that's a different interview. But okay, I could just give you opinion. You know, basically what he just said was like, you know, he knew he wasn't going to get the fight, so he moved to 175. He was like, he knew the WBC wasn't going to strip Canelo. Canelo was the face of boxing. They're not going to lose their money on Canelo by forcing him to fight David Benavidez. That's why they let him pick and choose who he wanted to fight. So he's like, he knew he wasn't going to get the fight, so he moved to 175. That's why he said he ain't going back to 168. If Canelo want to fight him, move to 175. He want to conquer 175, get the belts, and then they can meet back at the table and you know, negotiate a fight if that's what Canelo want to
Okay,
do.
Ashley, but you got to recognize though the reason why people don't respect that is that you can't cry about the WBC
Listen,
not giving you your shot if you're
David
still gonna
Benavidez
fight for the
don't care.
WBC.
Listen, man, that man don't care about what y'all respect for him is.
Ashley, I
I'm
got two
just a
questions
fan.
for
It's
you.
a fan. Well, what you know what I'm saying? What I eat don't make him shit. I'm just a fan, just like you.
Yeah, you realize the
So
fans are the ones that put
he
money on the
don't
table,
care what
right?
nobody on the IBFP show or fucking panel think
But
about his fucking decisions and his
but
boxing
Ashley,
career, man.
one
I'm gonna
thing
I'm
you
be
just a
forgot,
That's
fan.
the
not
I
the
could
number
point
just tell
one
being
you,
made,
reason.
you
Hold on,
dumbass.
I could just
Hey,
tell you
Rito,
what he
give a
say.
damn.
One at a
You could take it.
time.
I
Brim
could
get
just
it.
tell
Let
you
Brim
what he
get
said
that.
in the interview, or you could go watch it and you take from it what you take from
Just
it.
tell us what he said in the interview, though.
Yo,
I
but
just
Oh my
told
Ashley,
you what
gosh,
he
what you
said.
Ashy.
forgetting to Ashley, the number one reason why
Explained
David
to you
Benavidez moved
what
up
he
because his
said.
big ass couldn't make 168 no more. That was the number one reason
Yeah,
why.
he said that too. He was like, he ain't going back down because he can't make 168 no more.
I got two
Yeah, I
questions
don't
for
think he
Ashley.
ducked
I got
Canelo
two questions
personally.
for
I
Ashley real
honestly don't
quick.
think he ducked Canelo.
Come on, man. He's not trying to go up
And
here
it's
and
true.
fight
He
better
didn't duck
B's.
Canelo,
He's
but
not trying to go up
he
here and
didn't do
fight
himself
better
favors
B's.
with his team. His team did a lot of goofy shit.
No,
He did him
no,
Yeah, they
no
Yes,
no.
they
favor.
Listen,
did.
man.
They did
Yes,
goofy
they
Listen,
did.
shit,
man. This
bro.
is what it all boils down to. Whether anybody on here want
Scams
to
and
admit that
Man,
or
liquid.
not.
come on, bro. You
Whether
got to admit
anybody
that
on here
David
want to admit that or
Benavidez
not.
scammed some
Canelo
He's
was the
not doing
key
him any
to
favor.
Canelo was the key to the whole fight. Regardless of who want to say who could have signed what, only thing thing Canelo had to say was sign the contract. and the fucking fight would have been made.
Yeah,
So we can sit here all day.
Ashley, I
sit here
Well,
all
but then
day
David
and
and the
dance
team
around
wanted
things.
to
We can sit here
David
all
and the
day
team wanted
and
to
dance
broadcast
around
Hold
that
on, man.
one fact.
This
So
is getting off the rails, man. Let me
that's just
finish
what
these
it is.
comments, and then I got to David comment for everybody. The news that came out today. Antonio Garcia says, "Why is Fight Sports typing in the chat on the panel and saying it with your chest?" Facts. Fight Sports is two-faced. I'm just fucking with you, Fight Sports. Traffic says
That's
Box 3 says
unnecessary,
the
man.
fight is signed like he knows.
About what fight? About what fight? The Boots fight? Because they already confirmed it multiple times that he signed his portion of the contract.
And
so
then
that you're talking about, they
That's
already
game. That's game.
He signed his term sheet.
And then traffic has came back and said, "See what happens, Brim, if you talk about David Benavidez."
Yeah, because Mirage in the chat going crazy. Mirage in the chat.
Traffics.
Oh God, it's
That's the next.
He said
Bro,
Swamp
Mirage
Fratelli
just looks
from the
big channel,
Goonies
bro.
was cooking.
I done told y'all before, man. By the time the end of 2027,
he paid his
a
bread.
lot of y'all on this panel gonna be up here, gonna be David Benavidez fans, and if you're not a fan, you're gonna be hating. Because if he,
I got a comment for that right after this. I got a comment for that right after this because we might be fans of somebody else by your standard. Jersey Devil said, "What happened to Edgar? It's about the financials. Moreno, he's been MIA."
He paid his bread, so it don't matter.
He paid
his bread.
I already paid.
He good then.
Money Brown didn't.
Money's not paid.
No, Lieutenant Dan ducking me. Lieutenant Dan is ducking me.
Still hasn't
Pay me my money.
He's doing all that
Why you call that man Lieutenant Dan? That's fucked up.
I'm gonna be
Money, you're a
quiet.
loser.
I'm gonna be
Lieutenant Dan is
quiet.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. See, that's fucked off, bro.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't. Hold up. But it wasn't fucked up. It wasn't fucked up when Paul's he ass betted me when he knew he wasn't gonna fucking pay me. Because if the shoes would have been on the other foot, y'all would have been clowning me on here. Oh, Ashley didn't pay because the whole time.
Well, no, to be fair, we're gonna clown you anyway.
The whole time, and like, and another thing, since everybody's feelings are so hurt that I called Lieutenant Dan. Why y'all didn't have that sympathy when y'all was calling me Helmet when I told y'all I had my accident?
I actually thought he paid you, dog.
Money Brown. Now y'all don't start
No, I was under the impression that you got paid, bro, by both parties.
No, I already came on here and gave Edgar. I gave Edgar his flowers. I told him he's a stand-up dude.
All right, and look,
it's a body bag for
Yo, put up the body bag for Ashley. Ashley deserves that body bag. He needs body bag.
And look, I just want to say this about Money Brown. Hold on, I gotta say this about Money Brown. I'm gonna reach out to Money Brown. If I don't get no response, Money, you my G. But you came on here and if you don't pay this man, you're gonna be ruining my reputation because I vouch for you and you're gonna have me looking crazy. So then me and you gonna have to be at war, and I don't want to do that, Money, because
has he been back since the fight?
No.
MIA.
That's whack.
Hey, I was here night of the fight. I was here night of the fight.
The man don't win. Listen, man, the man don't win.
Let Mills say this real quick because I can't hear it. Go ahead, Mills.
I was on a different panel with him, the homie Goon. I said that just like maybe a week, maybe a week or so after the fight. I was on a panel with him with the homie Goon. So, but he ain't been back over here since.
Yeah, the man don't
got
win.
bills to pay over here.
The man don't win $0.30, man. The man make a video once every 2 weeks now. He don't.
Let me defend Ashley because Ashley is totally right on this. If you make a bet, because Ashley, you're right. If you hadn't paid, we would have cloned you. I fully agree with you on this. You got to pay your fucking debts.
Ashley wasn't here because we did clown Money.
What the fuck kind of wayside fucking story am I in? We defending Ashley now?
We have to on this, yeah. Money Brown pussied.
Yeah, we did.
Money Brown pussied out. Yes.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, man. Let's get back to this boxing.
Let's get back to boxing, man. Let's get back to boxing.
This was boxing related. The money lost is from the boxing.
I got 3 more comments, then we can get to boxing. JMA says Canelo already been stripped before you, Swamper.
Yeah, but that was IBF though. Different ball game.
And one ball says Hit Kid put a Seahawks jersey on his AI girlfriend. This is the comment of the day. And then Detroit Music says Money Brown really never got back on and paid. Nope. Money Brown, I don't want to do this. I don't want to come at your neck, my brother. Please pay this man. I'm gonna reach out to you. Pay this man, man. How much was the bet
He
for
said
Ashley real
Doo Doo
quick?
Brown.
You Doo Brown
Ashley,
now.
how much does he owe you?
You streaking out.
Ashley, how much did he owe you?
Like
Two
200.
bills. 2 bills.
Oh yeah, I ain't paying the bet for him. So money, you're gonna have to go ahead and
Oh,
handle
look
your
at
business.
you. You gonna pay the
got to
bet?
handle
You
your
shouldn't even
business.
said that, you bum ass.
I can't do it for you. No, I can't do it for you. Brim might hold half of it. I can't do it for you.
Hold on, my bad,
I ain't paying
bro.
no Monty Brown
How much?
bet.
My bad.
How much does money owe
We
you?
just crossed the bridge to
Hey,
respectability
Ashley,
where
how
we
much
can have a
does Money Brown
conversation
owe
without
you?
disrespect.
the bet was for $200, man.
He
That's what I
owes
thought.
you $200.
Zerdov says, Nuke, would you have a part 2 with Southpaw TV? Hell yeah, I would have a part 2 with Southpaw TV. He ain't gonna get on there number screaming. Yeah, but I would love to do it. It would be great. But I don't think he would do it, man. I think he's afraid.
He's a punching bag.
He a punching bag, man.
Hey,
I have him on here looking like Brim, scared.
Yeah, nah. Y'all let see his way. He's not
Did
gonna
you
get
say
back up here.
scared? Did you associate Brim and scared in the same sentence?
I'm just playing with you, Brent. Damn, Brim, you be taking this shit too serious,
Bro,
bro.
Brim, you hurt, bro.
All right, we got
How am I taking? So me responding at all is me taking it too serious.
Nick,
Yeah.
let's get on to boxing. What did Benvidez say today?
Okay, no, it's not Benavidez. Callum Smith said he's confident that he's going to fight David Benavidez next year. He's lining him up for the fight. And so it seems like if Beterbiev and Bivol get on their track first, then it would obviously be Callum Smith versus David. How do we know, Ashy Knuckles, that David will be the one that fights Beterbiev Bivol and not Callum Smith? If Callum Smith gets past David Morell and then if he beats David, he could be the guy. Is it possible, Ashley, that he could be, David Morell, who looked bad against Katiev or whatever his name was?
Listen, man. First of all, that dude was juiced up to the fucking gills. We all know he was on roids. And we can't say was he or was he not convicted of being caught with steroids in the system.
But that was a different occasion. It wasn't
in that fight.
It wasn't for that fight, Ashley. He got busted before, yes.
I understand, but we all know when it's caught in your system, you're supposed to get, you don't supposed to have no fight. But being that the fight was so close, they let the shit go. So anyway,
no, it actually happened 2 years ago, and he was supposed to be punished at that point. I think that's
okay. And they let the shit go.
So because David got popped by coke, that means he's got coke on the system all the time too.
I told y'all, I think David Morell gonna.
David's gonna coke him.
Yo, what? Based on what? Based on what?
You said what? That he's gonna beat Callum Smith?
Callum Smith will fuck around and beat Morell worse than David did.
First of all,
listen,
man.
He will.
Listen, man. First of all, first of all,
I love it. Go ahead.
Wait a minute, Ashley.
The last good fight. You say, can he beat David? Fuck no. David's gonna beat the fuck out of him when he fights him, bro. Y'all listen. Y'all doing all that.
I think y'all speaking very blowing premature right now.
Listen, man, y'all doing all that blowing and all that spitting. And Callum Smith,
Morell's gonna beat.
Listen, man, Callum Smith. If you ask me, he struggled with Adamas. Stop fucking playing, man. He is no beast. Listen, man.
Wait, run that back.
Hold on, everybody. 1 second. 1 second. When did Callum Smith fight Carlos Adames?
I mean, not Adamas. Y'all know who the fuck I be getting names mixed up sometimes. Damn, my bad. My bad. The last, Bawasi. But listen, man. I can't talk over 4 or 5 people asking me questions, man. That's why I said let me talk and then I can answer questions.
Okay,
I can't talk
first, let somebody ask him a question first.
No, I want to finish what I was saying. So it's all going to tie in what we're talking about. I told y'all the other day that word is, like I said, until it's proven, then it'll be proven. I done said that the word is Turkey is going to offer David $200 million for a 5-fight deal. It's starting with Yard. It's going to be first fight supposed to be Yard. They said this is why Beterbiev backed out to Nicholas because he's not going to be on this fight coming up for November. He's out of this fight. He backed out. They say he backed out of the fight so that way he could be the second person for David to fight. That way the winner of them get Bivol because he done had that operation, so he's going to be out for a minute. So they said that sets up the fight for the win against Bivol. They said if he beat Bivol, then he get Zoro Ramirez. If he beat Zoro, then he get fucking Opataya for the last.
What that got to do with what we talking about, love one?
What it got to do with it is Callum Smith.
Exactly.
Callum Smith telling y'all he's going to fight him is no guarantee. Because if this five fight deal fall, Callum Smith is not going to even be in the fucking shit. Because he's fighting for greatness. And if David run this gauntlet, and like I said, the only one who I think, my personal belief, that have a chance to beat him would be Opataya. I believe if he run this gauntlet, he is great. If he run, that's why I said
what the fuck?
Y'all doing a lot of laughing. But like I said, if and there's a big if, that's what I said. Let me finish.
No, let Ashley finish this part, and then I'm gonna let everybody go. Go ahead, Ashley.
There's a big
let him finish, and everybody go. Go ahead, Ashley.
There's a big if. There's a big if in that winning. But if he win it, I believe he would be the greatest fighter pound for pound right now with that resume.
Yeah, put that meat rider up. Put that meat rider up.
But I got a question for Ashley. Do you?
And prove me wrong if I'm lying. If he run that gauntlet, that's one of the greatest resumes right now.
I agree with you, Ashley, if that happens. But the point is, why do you think that Opataya is the one to beat David? Is it because
I'm gonna break it down to you? I'm gonna break it down to you.
He didn't say he would beat David. He said he had a chance to beat David, right?
Chance.
No, I said I believe that's the only. I said I believe that's the only one. I said I believe that's the only one that would beat him. But I'm still gonna go for I mean.
Oh no! You said that was the only one with the chance.
Yeah, nobody else. And listen, nobody. And I'm explaining to y'all why. Listen to my reason why. Okay, Yard.
Bro, will you fucking land your plane, bro?
Listen. Yard, I feel he could beat him, right?
For real.
Off skill. When it comes to better believe, I believe his age is
you
going
said John Bataya, bitch. Stop
listen, man, I'm
filibustering me.
I'm gonna break it all the way down. And I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, Ashley, you got 30. Hold on, 30 seconds, Ashley.
Like I said,
hold on. 30 seconds. Make your point, Ashley. 30
Yard,
seconds.
I feel Yard he could beat through skill. I believe better Beeve. He's getting old. By the time he's turning 41. I believe that his age gonna catch up to him for that David fight. Because I believe he got something taken out of him with the Bivol.
Age came out successfully. Go on.
Bivol is fucking. He just had that back surgery. Is no determination that he's going to come back 100% and it's still the same. When it comes to Zurdo, that speaks for his fucking self. He's not all that great. I believe David could beat him. And when it comes to Opataya, like I said, I believe that's the only one who would have a chance to beat him.
A chance. So remember, a chance to beat him.
This is why.
So,
yeah.
Why is he the one that he has a chance to beat?
All right. Can I go?
Yeah, hold on. Let's go around the room. Hold on. Let's go around the room because I feel like everybody should get a chance. The meat riding sign is on. Don't make me tap the sign. All right, man. And let's get to the first. Hold on, Ashley. You got everybody want to respond to you, Ashley. Let me get to the first meat rider. Let's get to Brim. Brim, is Opataya the only one with a chance
the first meat rider?
Speak your speech, Brim. Talk to him.
Go on, Brim.
He wanted to talk to the first meat rider, so I didn't think he was talking to me. So I'm waiting for him to ask me, to address me and ask me a question. He said the first meat rider, so he wasn't talking to me. So
I apologize.
Okay, the first meat rider I want to go first.
I apologize, Brim. Go ahead, Brim. A real talk to real meat rider. Go ahead, Brim.
Facts.
do I need to respond to this? I mean, why are we wasting time going around the panel responding to Ashley saying that only one fighter out of those fighters that we think 4 out of 5 would possibly beat him?
So do you think Callum Smith has a legitimate chance to beat him?
Listen. The reasons I gave y'all refute the reasons why I say he would beat the rest of them.
You know what's so crazy right now? I don't want to right now. I don't fucking feel like reading that bullshit. I really can, but I just don't feel like it. Because it's not the time.
Let's move on to the next person because we all know if this was Brian Norman, he would have had his pom-poms out. All right, let's get to the next guy. Let's get to the next guy real quick. Go ahead, Part.
Well, let's talk about Callum Smith, right?
No.
Let me get up for Callum Smith.
I said debunk me.
You started with Callum Smith, bro.
Hey, Ashley, you gotta shut the fuck up, bro. You gotta shut the fuck up. Let people respond.
I told him to debunk me for the reasons why
you gotta shut the fuck up and let people respond, bro. You gotta shut the fuck up and let people
I'm
respond.
asking him to go by the rules of what I
No,
said.
shut the fuck up and let him respond, bro.
You actually need to go to the rules of the debate, bro. When the other person's talking, you need to let him speak for real.
All right, so
Yeah.
But he's talking about Callum Smith.
Everyone
We
quiet.
ain't talking about
Bro,
Callum Smith.
Ashy,
You
shut
started
the
with Callum
fuck up.
Smith.
All right, Ashley, go ahead and let him respond. Go ahead and respond. Go, Park.
All right. So, like I said, with Beterbiev, I do agree that his age may play a factor, but even still, he's still dangerous because he's a better boxer than David. He's more skilled than David. He has better defense, tighter punching, and his pressure is different. So with that being, and he's a more proven puncher. So he's going to be dangerous in that entire fight.
Okay, can I refute?
I don't believe that David
Let
can
him finish.
go toe to toe with him. I think that in that fight, David is going to have to show pure boxing skill. I don't think David is going to be able to press forward and power forward and pressure him the way he's been able to do these other dudes. One, because those dudes ain't the top contenders. They don't got the defense. They don't have the pressure and the power to contend with that. So on that rip, that's a 50-50 fight. So there's a chance that Beterbiev can beat him.
Hold up. Yeah, of course, there's always a chance. There's always a chance.
Even with a broke back, even with a broke back, Bavard will outbox the fuck out of David.
So you hold up. So have you ever in your life? Hold up. Have you ever? And people, please, on here we're going to keep it 100. Have anybody on here ever had a fucked up back, a hurt back? I mean, like a really hurt back.
Yes, I have actually.
Okay, so if you had a really hurt back, you're telling me you're going to be in the ring in an all-out fight in a championship fight.
Wait, hold on, fellas. Hold on 1 second, Park. Hold on, Park. I want to respond to that. I'm in the medical field. Hold on, Ashley. I'm in the medical field. I've seen the paperwork on why Bavard had a back situation. Hit Kid had a messed up back for weight-related issues. Very different from Bavard.
No.
Very different situation.
No. My back was messed up because I got a fucking kick in it.
You're an asshole, dude.
Yeah,
You said you had a
So basically, what
Grim told me to say that.
Surgery, even with a back that needs surgery,
Hey, Clavo,
you could go in there and beat Benvidez, right? That's what you're telling me, bro.
No, listen, but this is the point that you're missing. Can we agree that before the surgery,
maybe it's the weights. I'm hearing something.
Hold on, but before the surgery, is it or is it not true that Bavard is more skilled than David?
But that you talking about before. We talking about reality.
No.
The reality is he had a surgery. The reality is he had a surgery, though.
He still has skill. What fighter has surgery at 100%?
Bro, back surgeries are iffy, brother.
He was hurt in the fight with Canelo and still beating. What is we talking about?
So if that's the case, why the fuck he get? So if that's the case, why he get the surgery then? Why he just didn't fight? Why he just didn't go ahead and fight Beterbiev then?
Because they said it was prolonged. They said he was been supposed to get the surgery almost 10 years.
No, but you just made it simple. You just say he beat Canelo like it was nothing. So if it's nothing, why the fuck he get the surgery? See, that's why I said, man, on here we're gonna be, bro. You're talking in fantasy.
I hate this argument.
Brother, you're in fantasy land, man. Come listen, man.
I said that Bud beat Canelo and he was injured.
You're talking with
Canelo.
You're talking
Stop adding was in that shit.
Listen, man, don't debate with me if you come in here with the ifs. We talking about what's going on right now.
Why you coming with the if?
Right now is the man who had the skills in y'all comparison done had a back
Weren't you
surgery.
just talking about that?
It's not 100%. It's not 100% fact that he's going to come back. It's not 100%. It's not 100% guaranteed that he's going to come back 100%. So we got to weigh that into the factor too, buddy. So
can I take it?
Keep it 100.
Yeah. Let's go to Hit Kid. Hold on. Hit Kid. Hold on.
He might not come back 100%. Doesn't negate the fact that Bivol has more skills than Benvidez.
Okay, but the skill. Listen. So if you're not going to come back 100%, then that means the odds of you winning goes down.
And if he's not, hold on. 1 second, fellas. That go both ways, like Brim. Think about it like this: he might not come back 100%, or he might come back better than ever. It goes both ways, like Brim. So we gotta be honest and unbiased about that.
Hold on. First of all, who got more experience, man? Who got the most fights? Who got the most fights, man? Listen, man. Besides, for Beterbiev, hold up, man. Because I got you. Listen, man. If this is a debate, Fight talk. Calm down, bro. This is debate. It's called back and forth.
Fight
You
talk.
can't.
That's
What
not
I
fight
call
talk, but you know what? I just realized something.
Listen, man.
You know what?
I'm not on here to remember
Nuke works
names,
in the
bro.
medical field. He's a head nurse.
I don't come on here when I'm talking to remember names and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's not a
That
name,
shouldn't be
if it's
hard.
not a
As many
name,
Don't
times you
use
get on
if
the
it's
them,
not a
panel,
name,
dumbass.
listen, man. If
If
that
it's
you're
not a
gonna
shouldn't be
talk
name like
about
hard.
our names,
Sean,
don't try to
if
use
it's
them.
not a name like Sean, Brian,
Nuke
Bobby,
got
Don't
you
try
see,
to
I
use them.
remember
Nuke
If
got
you're
shit
no
like
gonna
that.
talk
parrot.
like
But
that,
Sorry, I'm
all this
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry,
shit,
but Nuke
I
got
don't do it.
parakeets in the chat now.
So
What the fuck?
anyway, this is just what it is, brother.
Fucking
I
parakeet.
understand. This
Can
is just what it is, man. It's
I,
called debate. It's called back and forth. You gotta let me rebuttal, just like you rebuttal the shit I say.
just like you
are you
gotta
still
shut the fuck
rebuttaling?
up and let people
I'm asking.
respond to them.
Are you still
Can y'all give
rebuttaling?
me some double entendres in these
Listen,
rebuttals?
man.
I'm hearing a lot of simple
Only
bars.
thing, only thing, still
All
no.
right,
Only thing
hold
you
on,
gotta do is
everybody.
step in.
Everybody got a chance to talk. Let's get to Hit, and then let's get to Mills,
Okay.
and then Clavo. Go ahead,
All right.
Hit.
So Mills said he's handling the Callum Smith stuff because you started with that. My main gripe is the Callum Smith, David Morell thing, but we'll get into that after it. Let's go down to 5, okay? Anthony Yard. I have Benavidez by decision. I think it's a dangerous fight because of Benavidez lacking power.
Yeah, you said that about the Morell fight. You said that about the Morell fight.
Bro, let him fucking
Dude,
finish.
I'm just letting him know. I'm just letting him know. He's repeating the same shit every time.
I let you talk.
David fight, y'all say
Come
the same
on.
thing.
Hold on, Ashley. Give him 1 second to
Shut him
talk,
up.
Ashley.
Shut him up.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So with the Yard fight, it's a dangerous fight. I'm hoping Benefit. I'd be really happy if Benavidez made a statement. It would make the better BF fight and the Bivol fights much more, intriguing if Benavidez made the statement. With the better BF fight, Ashley has a fair point. Is Father Time going to catch up with Better BF? He is 41. I think Better BF is the better puncher out the two. I think Benavidez might be quicker out the two. I think it's a good competitive fight, but I would edge Better BF. With Bivol, Ashley is right on the injury. The injury could play a factor with a back injury, but if Bivol is still Bivol prime, Bivol, in my opinion, outclasses that man and decisions him. If I'm being nice to Benavidez, 8-4. I think it'd be 12-0 realistically. Cerdo, I've been a critic of Cerdo. I think he's ducking Jai Opataya. I'll be fully honest on it. But Cerdo has improved a lot at cruiserweight. He has improved a lot. His boxing is cleaned up. He is a lot better boxer now since the loss to Bivol, where we say losses make fighters better. Cerdo has been better at cruiserweight. He still has his power at cruiserweight to go with cruiserweights. David doesn't carry power at 175. What chance does he have at carrying power at cruiserweight? That's it. And when he fights Jai Opataya has the power of a heavyweight and has elite boxing skills, and Davey will be going to sleep. That is all 5. Thank you very much. Done.
Go ahead, Mills. You got it, Mills.
Damn.
Callum Smith time.
Can I give him some rebuttal to his, or I just got to move on to the next?
No, you gotta take your
respond at the
5-way
end,
beating.
Ashley. Respond at the end. Go ahead, Mills.
No, he can respond. He can respond to his kid.
He let you go first.
Stop all this graceful shit, Mills.
Go ahead, Mill. Go ahead,
Graceful Mills.
Because we got listen, man. Because you starting to agitate Sandbox Brim. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Just let Sandbox Brim have his time. You know how the kids playing the Sandbox beat. So go ahead, Steel Mill. Go ahead, man.
More like Coochie Brim.
I want to
Here
know.
you go again, man. Why you outside? Yo, listen, bro. You talking about both ways and all this shit, bro. Stop bringing your life into this conversation, bro. You can't put that on me, man. Chill, head nurse.
Look here, man. Just because you like bumping wee-wees in the sand, man. Come on, man. Chill out, man. Let somebody else.
You talking about me?
Talk, man.
You talking about me? I'm talking about you, not you, man. I wasn't even coming at you with the fruit basket shit, bro.
I thought you did. My fault.
No, I was talking to Nuke with the fruit basket. You ain't never said nothing fruit basket to me ever, so why would I talk about fruit basket shit to you?
I apologize.
It's okay, man. You used to having to. I understand. I can relate to you. You used to having to be on a swivel, having to defend yourself all the damn time. So I can relate.
All right, relax, Brim. And Ashley Knuckles, you ain't never told a lie. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so I just want to know. I just want to know how you got David Morell beating Callum Smith.
That's the crazy one. That's the one I'm really angry with.
I think, me personally, I think he hit too hard for Callum Smith. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna stop Callum Smith. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
You think Callum Smith
Listen, man, y'all think David Morell garbage. Even though dude knocked him the fuck
It's
down,
not
he's still
about
down.
him being garbage.
I'm not.
Hold
Listen,
on,
all right, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that.
No, ain't no rephrasing. Let him respond.
Listen,
let him respond, Ashley.
What is Morell's signature fight?
Good.
Dog, what I'm trying, man. Listen, David Morell's a good fighter, bro. But y'all keep putting him on this pedestal like he can't be beat.
What pedestal?
Listen, the pedestal where you think he can beat a Callum Smith, dog. he should have lost his last fight.
Callum Smith is listen, man. He's not a dog, bro.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He is.
He's a fucking dog.
This man has only been beaten by Canelo and Better.
Brody. Listen,
175 is not a deep.
So he's a little bit better. So he's a slightly better yard.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. This is Mills time. Sandbox
Give it to
Brim.
Mills.
Sandbox Brim. Sandbox Brim. Damn, Brim, we got to edge up the top of your shit. Go ahead, Mills.
No, that's over, bro.
So, but what I'm saying, like when you say his power is too much for him, dog, he ain't like I don't count him that knockdown against David Benvidez as a knockdown. That was bullshit. He ain't down nothing at 175 pounds for you to say his power is gonna be too much for someone like a Callum Smith. And when you watch that fight, Katayev was consistently countering that dude's jab, his lead hand all fight long. Not David Morell, because they're Southpaw conventional fighters. What is Callum Smith's best shot? Like not his best shot, but probably like one of his. First of all,
I'm gonna answer your question. First of all, I'm gonna answer your question with this, Mill, because you have common sense, and I know you think about shit before you say. First of all, you know style make fights. First of all, we all know this, and if y'all don't know, we learned this in the Canelo and fucking Bud fight. So this is what I'm trying to say, man. Callum Smith, yes, Katayev or whatever his name is, he might not be Callum Smith. We don't know who's the best between them two. So, like I said, styles make fight. That don't mean that Callum Smith gonna come in there and catch him with the same shit Katayev was catching him with. Y'all don't think he's gonna learn from that? He's not gonna get wiser from shit. Like, come on, dude.
Because the thing is, he's susceptible to those left hooks, bro, and he doesn't have a diverse offense. Like when it's time for him to lead the dance, he gets stuck. When he tries a shot out and that shot doesn't work, he goes grain neutral. His offense completely shuts off. And when you look at a dude, hold on, loved one.
Go ahead.
When you look at that fight with Katayev was dipping that man's, whether it was the right hook or the right jab, he was dipping it and bringing that overhand left over the top and clipping him consistently. Callum Smith's best shot, one of his best shots is his catch and shoot left hook counter, dog. That is going to get him in a Go ahead.
You're right. Also, you got to weigh this. You got to also weigh this into the factor too. Two body size difference. Katayev is built like a fucking tank for one.
Oh my God.
For one. So him coming over the top, I'm surprised he didn't drop him quicker because I thought he was going to go down a little quicker than what he did. Me personally, from what I was looking at when I was watching the fight. So I give, like I said, when I say stop Steel Mill, I'm not particularly pertaining to he got to knock him. He going to knock him out. He could be, he got hit. The referee stopped the fight. It don't got to be him just, particularly just being on his head.
Get the fuck out! That is whack in the comment.
Hold up, man. First of all,
that is beyond disrespectful. That is whack as shit.
Wait, Mirage, what happened to Callum Smith being a solid opponent? You dumb fuck.
Don't even, man. You gotta listen, man. He's a panhandler in the comment section, bro. Throw him a couple quarters and let him be on his way. He ain't about nothing. He ain't about nothing.
Domestic level. Get the fuck out,
bro.
Get the fuck out.
Me and Ashley having a dope dialogue.
That struck a nerve with his kid, bro. His kid was tight when he saw that shit.
Yeah, he
does.
Yo, I thought he was snapping on me. I'm about to say, damn, what the fuck? Why?
No. Callum Smith, domestic level. Get the fuck out.
Former world champion, domestic level.
Former world champions, domestic level. Get the fuck out, you fucking what?
Hey, kid, this is the crazy thing, right? Callum Smith is more proven at 168 and 75 than fucking David is.
Yes,
exactly.
He is. Yes, he is. For one, that's about it. Like I said, man, you know what though? I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you got that energy, and I'm glad that we can have this conversation without cussing each other out and being all crazy and shit.
With the atom
like
bomb.
I said, lately on this show, I kind of, a little couple of things I've been saying been coming true. And like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all again. By the end of 2027, a lot of opinions on this panel is going to change about David Benavidez.
It's going to be
And I'm
over
going to
on
be the one.
November
And I'm
22nd.
going to be the one to sit here and remind y'all that. Remember how crazy I was, how
I thought we
delusional
were talking
I was,
about
the
Skip
meat
Morell.
rider. I was this, I was that, and y'all gonna be like, and like I said,
I
I
thought we were
just,
talking
I
about
just want
Skip
to hear
Morell.
apologies. That's all.
Hold on. I'm
I
gonna
just want to hear
backdoor that like
apologies.
Brim did. Just 1 second. Nomad Stoma says Hit Kid blowing his back out with tortas. Salute to
fuck
Hit
off,
Kid.
Nomad.
And Traffic says, don't forget, Ashy Knuckles, all these guys on the panel that are laughing are the same ones that laughed when Terence Crawford asked to fight Canelo, and they gave the same response. Let the fights happen.
Exactly. Hey man, I already been lost faith.
Hold on. Here's the one mistake that we also make. There's only one Terence Crawford. There's not that many Terence Crawfords that's ever existed in boxing when you look at that. So if you think David Benavidez is equivalent to Terence Crawford in any way, shape, or form, you're about to find out.
Listen, but it wasn't. Listen, man, it wasn't mainly just because it was Crawford. It was because of the skill. We just knew from the skill that he had a chance to beat him. Yes.
And so, hold on, does David have the skill to
from
overcome
David,
all
listen,
those
man,
styles, Ashy?
Listen, man, only thing you got, like I said.
I just got a question. Hold on, just answer the question directly. Does he have the skill? We know he don't have the power. Does he have the skill to overcome all those guys?
If he didn't have the skills, he wouldn't be where he at now.
Where's he
Somebody
at?
out of all those bums, that said that he done beat. Listen, man, out of all those,
he barely got
he would have been have an L on his record by now.
He's not beating Zerto.
He would have got embarrassed, and he would have an L on his record.
He's not beating Zerto. He's not beating Zerto.
If he was all that, he ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't this, he ain't that, but ain't nobody
beating Zerto.
I mean, Coach Mills, is it not true? Didn't David already have an opportunity to fight Beterbiev a couple years ago?
We gonna keep on bringing that up though, man. Listen, I brought that up before, but I'm sorry. Enough is enough. That was 6 years ago. We gotta let that shit go now, bro.
No, because he could have fought a younger Beterbiev.
Yeah, but he still could make 168.
Just like Canelo could have fought. Just like Canelo could have fought him. He could have fought Better Beef. Just like Canelo could have fought fucking
He tried to fight Better Beef.
He tried to fight Better Beef.
What are you talking about?
But he got Better Beef
next.
next.
Before he
but you know what though? He giving.
Why? Hold on. Why are we doing another Canelo Benavidez argument when we were talking about Morell versus Smith?
Bro, he's got us all over the fucking place. I don't see that shit.
Yeah.
And he's got to jump to another point to avoid a body bag and one
That's what I mean.
That's what he's doing. I can see that shit. You can't trick me. You cannot fool me, bro. I see what you're doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Like High King Park Street dropped the atom bomb on your shit with the whole. What Smith did compared to Morell 168, 175, that was nasty right there. You didn't recover from that yet.
Park, here's the body bag. I apologize, Park.
You didn't recover from that yet, Ashy.
It's a late body, Park.
Recover
better
from
late
what?
than never. Shit.
Well, he said
you were talking about how Morell was this. You were saying how Callum Smith.
He been there longer. He's supposed to have achieved more. He been there longer. What is he talking
about? David Benavidez.
So hold up. So David. So how many fights he got since he been there? 2, right?
3.
So even if he would have knocked out these 3, how many knockouts Callum Smith got in the division?
3.
Okay, so they would have been tied. And what? He still wouldn't have been ahead of him.
What do you mean they would have been tied?
So what
He's
did you
going
think?
to kill Morell.
So it's all about knockouts now.
It's going to be
So
with an 8 round.
so what y'all telling me now? Hold up.
Smith is going to knock Morell out in 8
So what
rounds.
y'all telling me now?
They still haven't officially made that fight yet.
Just answer this question with me. So what y'all telling me now? Now that David Benavidez at 175 and Tyson called him the monster, he got to knock out everybody he fight. That's what you telling me. He got to knock out everybody.
I ain't talking about David Benavidez, bro.
No, I'm not talking to
Let
you,
Mills
Steel
take it.
Mill.
Let Mills take it.
I'm not talking to you, Steel Mill. I'm talking to
Monster
Loud
does, right?
Ashley's still kicking Mills. Ashley's still kicking Mills.
That's what a monster does, right?
Ashley's still kicking Mills.
No, it's all good. I ain't gonna put up the body. I ain't gonna put that on him.
Listen, go ahead, Steel Mill. Me and you was having a conversation. I got so many people coming at me. I like I said, I can't debate 2 people at one time.
All right, so
go ahead, Mill.
I was trying to shut up Hit Kid because I was about to go ahead Hit Kid for a second. Go ahead,
hold on. We're gonna go to Mills. Hold on, we're gonna go to Mills. But before we do, Traffic just want to chime in and say Mills puts Callum Smith on a pound for pound list, but think Boots and Benavidez aren't shit. Laughing my fucking ass off.
When did I say that?
You got
When
to
have we got Smith on a pound for pound?
Traffic capping right now.
Hold on, everybody.
Traffic capping right
man.
now.
Hold on. Let Mills answer. Brim, let them nuts go. Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Mills.
Mill.
I hope he trolling that. I think he trolling, trying to send a shot. It's all love, though, love. When I ain't tripping, but you out your motherfucking mind if you thought I put Callum Smith on a pound for pound list. He's a dope fighter. What the fuck? He's a dope fighter. The dude is dope.
Ain't David Benavidez on the pound for pound?
Hello?
Hold on 1 second. Let him finish. Let him
He's
talk.
number 10. He's number 10.
Yes, Luke is a bitch.
Hold on, Ashley. Let
I'm
Mills
on
get
the
his
show
point
right
off
now.
real
Yeah,
quick.
I'm on this bitch ass nigga show right now.
Hold on. Let Mills get his point off. Let them nuts go, Brim. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm on this bitch ass nigga show right now. Hold on 1 second. I'll be hollering back at you.
This is Brim and Brian Norman shower.
Well, the thing is, I agree with you. I agree with you that you don't need to knock everybody out. But the thing is, that's his niche. That's his, that's how they're labeling this dude as the Mexican monster. He can knock everybody out. So when you get that attached to you, and you ain't got the skill to necessarily win a fight, you ain't got a multitude of ways you can skin a cat. So you do kind of need to be knocking motherfuckers out. Normally, I'd agree with you that you shouldn't have to knock everybody out. You shouldn't have to. I agree with you in normal situations, but this ain't normal. And he don't got the skill set to just
hold on. Can you explain how it's not normal? Can you please explain to us how it's not normal?
No, you know what's not normal? You know what's not normal? That Caleb Plant, a guy that he beat, he got a fucking KO real highlight knockout with Anthony Durrell, and the monster could not.
Facts.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, this is a question for Mills. Who is Callum Smith?
So basically, being that they done gave him that name, he got to knock out anybody after that, right?
He can't be a part of this conversation. If he doesn't know who Joshua Buatsi is, then that means he can't be a part of this conversation. Because a lot of these people do this shit. They'll say, who is he beat? And then when you say who he beats, they'll say, yo, he ain't about. They'll dismiss him as a Euro bum, but completely disregard the fact that
he is a Euro bum, man.
How is he? How is
I'm
he
just
a
being
Euro bum?
Listen, man.
Time out. Hold on, Ashley. Hold on.
I'm explaining to you why. Because when it's time,
hold on, Ashley. Hold on, let him explain to me. You can explain to me after I break this shit down, bro. When y'all say a Euro bum, my thing is this: how is it like? What's a Euro bum? The dude
this is my definition.
Let him finish.
Luke is the Euro bum.
The dude
he asked me what a Euro bum I'm trying to tell him.
I'm talking to him. I was talking to King KO. The dude is a legitimate top 10 light heavyweight in the division, and we have no stock in that division. You can't bring up Khalil Cole right now. You can't bring up Nazi Lopez right now. The only American we got in the division is David Benavidez. That's it. That's it.
Mills, hold on. If Callum Smith is a Euro bum, then what the fuck is Morell?
Oh,
he's
yes!
He's an American. He would be considered American, but he's not American. But so he's a Cuban missile crisis. He's a Cuban missile crisis.
You can add whatever. He had a fucking certain title to a fighter that's done more than another fucking guy. And why? Just because he lost to Benvidez? That's the only reason why you talk him up. The only reason.
Hold up. First of all, when I first came on this panel, y'all was getting at me tomorrow. David Benavidez is running from fucking David Morell. Remember that?
He was at the time.
So when he stopped, hold up. So when he dropped that first bullshit ass dude he was gonna fight, remember Stillman when you was like, oh, he gonna fight that bum. Then when he dropped him and took Callum Smith. Not Callum Smith, pause. When he took David Morell and he beat his ass up, what y'all say then? Oh, he was only 11 and he was only 11 and no.
No, we get Benavidez credit.
Every time, hold up.
Benavidez credit for winning that fight.
Before David beat him, before David beat the shit out of him, it was, oh, this could be, hold up, man, hold up. I ain't gonna let you slide on that. I ain't gonna let you slide on this one still, Mill.
It's not what y'all are trying to pan him out to be. He's a good fighter, but stop.
Let me finish.
You about to let
when
me
I
slide.
came on here and me and you were talking, you said, a lot of you on here said, David Morell, yeah, he's 11-0, but he's Dominican. He got that Dominican style. He punch hard. This is a 50-50.
Dominican.
Remember that?
You lying, bro. You fucking
Let
lying.
them nuts go.
Y'all say he had the Dominican footwork. Y'all were talking about the footwork. That's what I'm talking about.
When you say the Dominican style, that's how I know you and Brim are dick eaters.
However, like I said, go back and
look at do with this, Nuke? Why the fuck you involved me in the eating nuts and shit, you hoe ass motherfucker, man?
Knockout boxing.
Welcome to the panel, knockout boxing.
Y'all say he had the footwork. Y'all say he had the power.
What's happening? Y'all hear me?
50-50 fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then when David Benavidez walked through him, y'all came on here with he knocked him down. He was eating punches
I
with his
didn't think you
face.
just heard me say
No,
that.
I'm glad I missed that answer because I didn't think Morell was going to beat Benvidez because he
only
didn't
thing
have
y'all
enough
gonna
seasoning.
after
The
every
first part
victory,
had no
y'all go.
seasoning.
I'm gonna tell
He's
y'all what.
ignoring
Look,
that
I'm
because
gonna
I said the same
listen.
thing, Brim.
Just
He's
like I
ignoring all
predicted
that.
the future
I
with
gave
Crawford. Look,
Benvidez
I'm
his
gonna
credit
predict
for
the future
beating
for
Morell.
y'all and watch this shit.
Hey, shit,
Brim.
I did it.
Remember me
Hey,
saying this because I want you to come on here and give me vindication. Watch this shit. I'm gonna predict it. This is what y'all gonna say after he beat Yard. Y'all gonna say if he don't put him out, y'all gonna be like, oh, it wasn't impressive, right? He gonna go
We're
beat
all
fucking.
picking
He
David
listen.
to
He gonna
beat
go beat
Yard,
Better
dude.
Be right.
We're all
Then this is
picking
gonna be the two
Benvidez to beat
excuses.
Yard.
He got
Everybody's
old,
picking
or
David
either
to beat
something
Although
was
I
Yard,
might
eaten
be
out
bro.
of him
betting
when he
Yard
fought
on
I
the
Big.
can't
fight.
hear Ashley right now. He's trying to finish his thoughts right now.
The
Because
second, they second
it's a
excuse
pointless statement he's about to make. Because
after he beat Yard Brim, they gonna be like, oh, it wasn't impressive, right? Then he gonna go beat
Well, I
Better
mean, I
Be.
do, but hold up, Ashley. I do think, considering if you look at the two opportunities that Yard got, what was the result in those two opportunities for a championship?
He got his ass knocked the fuck
He
out.
got knocked out by
So,
he
what
got
do I
knocked out by
expect from David
Kovalev.
Benavidez if I believe David Benavidez is to be on that level to compete on that level? What do you think would solidify, that level for him?
Stoppage.
Me personally, if not a knockout, a badass ass whooping. Like a
Yeah, I mean,
nine,
but when I mean a
like a
badass ass whooping, it's
9-3,
got to be one of them ass
10-2.
whoopings like he barely survived. He
Listen, man, no.
He's
survived
not
to
on
the
that
final
level,
though.
though.
Listen to what I said, Brim. I
He's
said
not
a
on that level.
9-3, 10-2 ass whooping. That's what
He's
I'm
not on
expecting.
that level of the
Ashley, you
fighters who
feel
was
like
able to do
Okay,
that
well,
shit
like I
to
said,
him.
we
Then
about to
you
He's
find
not on
out.
that
Ashley,
level.
So
I'm gonna be
hold up,
fair,
Brim,
bro. I don't know if
hold
they're
up. Let
gonna
me
be
say what I
fair,
was
but
gonna say first.
the
Let me
expectation you
say
just
what
put
I'm
on
gonna
them,
say first, Brim.
that you're right in line where you need to be for the expectation. Now, I know just win the fight.
Yeah,
He's supposed
look,
to
you gotta
look
whoop their
good in
Brim,
ass.
this.
Yeah,
can I interrupt?
you
Brim,
supposed to
can I
look like you a
interrupt?
beast.
Can I
You supposed to
interrupt?
look like you
If
want to be the motherfucking
Benavidez
undisputed
dominates the
and want
fight
something. Yes,
10-2,
I
I
agree
can
with that.
also give 9-3. I will
You
give Benavidez credit. That's an impressive
okay?
performance.
That's cool. And
If
If
and
it,
he
like I
if
said,
wins
it's
when it
split
comes
decision, I'm giving him credit. If he wins a
when it
split
comes
decision, I'm
if
giving him
it's
credit,
split
dog.
Yeah, he
decision,
when it
gets
comes
I'll
down.
give
credit, but the
I'll
credit
give
ain't
him
the
credit.
same though. That
No,
I get a
that's
little
exactly Brim's
sideways if
point.
he go split
Yeah,
decision with
no,
Anthony
yeah, there'll
Yard.
be eyes
No,
on
That
because
side,
means that
Brim.
Ashley
y'all
Knuckles gonna
have
be
high
that if he splits
expectations of the
decision,
dude.
Anthony Yard, Ashley Knuckles gonna be ducking bombs over Bad Dag over here.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
man.
agree. I
Listen. I'm
agree,
not
Brim.
ducking.
To be
Listen, long
fair,
as he listen
oh shit.
to be real. Yes, I expect all that. But if long as he get a motherfucking victory, he's moving on to the next gauntlet, to the
Just
next big boss
win.
on the video
Just
game.
win.
That's
Just
true
So
win.
though.
did you
Y'all are
see?
Man, y'all
saying
both putting a
You
lot
all
of
right
y'all
though.
both putting a lot of sauce on
Hey,
Anthony
Brim.
Yard,
Hey,
dog.
Brim, check this out. This is what the excuse going to be when the Better Be fight come up. It's going to be either two things. Either something was taken out of him when him and fucking Bivol fought, or Father
KO, what
Time
up, man?
caught up
Detroit, what
with
up?
him overnight. That's what's
Hey,
going to
what's
be the
happening,
second excuse
fam?
for him, right?
Hold
For
on one
fucking
second,
Bivol,
Ashley.
Yeah, man.
for
Let's get
Bivol
some
is going
different
to be
voices, man.
Hold
Detroit
on,
and
hold on.
KO.
Let get some different voices in here.
Yeah,
We got
Bivol.
Detroit, we got KO. And fellas, first off, KO, you said something about we putting too much sauce on Anthony Yard here or what?
Yeah, bro.
Too much
Like
sauce.
Anthony Yard, bro. Like if I think David Benavidez is about to beat him up and stop him mid to late in the fight.
I think it's
And
good for a knockdown.
I think, and let me say this as a David Benavidez fan, that would just be him doing what he's supposed to do, bro.
Facts.
You in front of a fighter. You in front of a fighter. Let's just be real, and I don't mean to disrespect nobody. Anthony Yard got one of the brokest shoulder rolls in boxing. His gas tank is trash. He get tired after about 5 or 6 rounds. That is a recipe for disaster against David Benavidez. Who, if David Benavidez don't stop Anthony Yard, bro, I'm disappointed. This is like no disrespect. This shit is a tune-up, fam. Anthony Yard
Damn.
he has a puncher's chance, fam. A puncher's
Y'all
chance.
wildin'.
Meaning
Y'all wildin'.
if he hit Benavidez and he can't hurt Benavidez, it's curtains. You bruised up, you beat up, you cut up, your body fucked up, and it's over with for you.
Knockout. Serious question. What proof have we seen of Benavidez' power at 175?
It's not about his power to me in this situation. It's about
the
he
Don't
is
you
volume.
think he has to put a denting yard? Don't you think he has to
no,
put a denting yard?
no.
You
That's
think
what I'm
you
saying.
think that volume's gonna
I'm not
suffocate
talking
him?
about one punch power. I'm talking about Yard is not going to be able to stop any of his offense, bro. Power jab will be there all night. Body
He
work will
don't
be
have
there all
power,
night.
bro.
Combinations and hand speed will be there all night.
That's going to
Like
stop Yard
at
from
some
coming
point,
forward and throwing back.
at some point, you just gonna get tired of getting beat on.
No,
You looking at a Caleb Plant ass whooping, bro. You're looking at a fighter playing ass whooping against a fighter. The worst thing you can be in the ring with David Benvidez is get tired. You can't be a fighter to get tired. Anthony Yard is a fighter to get tired, bro. That's the worst thing.
Hand speed and combinations are gonna be there, but like I told you before, combinations when you throw punches in volume like that opens up countering opportunities. Anthony Yard is a fake
Floyd Mayweather, fam. That slow ass shoulder roll.
He's nothing like no Floyd Mayweather. Everybody,
but he tried to be.
And it's
he
nasty
walked to
work.
you with a broke shoulder roll.
It's nasty.
Come on, fam. I'm willing to bet y'all. I'm willing to bet y'all Anthony Yard gets stopped, bro. I'm willing to bet y'all. However many push-ups y'all want.
I don't think
I heard you say, Mills, that you be in the gym, you training or whatever. I work out every day as well. We can put push-ups on it, bro. 100 push-ups on camera. Benvidez stopping that boy, bro. He's stopping him.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yo, KO gave me 50 push-ups before, I remember. So yeah, he honored his push-ups.
I can do that.
I'm saying, KO, it don't look like you doing enough working out, man. The muscles ain't swole yet, bro. You ain't swole.
Come on, I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking, brother. Come on now.
I lost 30 pounds this year, man. 202 pounds. I lost 30 pounds this year. How you gonna body back somebody that lost 30 pounds this year? Shut your ass up, man. No, but yo, like real talk, yo, KO, I have to agree with you, though. The problem is, though, without Mimo, David Benavidez didn't look like the same fighter, but the problem is Yard just don't hold form, man. He just don't hold form. Even when he ain't tired, his form don't hold all the time. That's why I just can't put that much stock. Because like if he don't hurt him in the first 3 rounds, it's just a foregone conclusion. Is David gonna look great beating him, or is he gonna just skate through and get a ho-hum decision?
Yeah, I agree. Let's also talk about this. We're talking about a fighter. We're talking about a fighter, Anthony Yard, fellas, who has one of the worst trainers. Lions are in the camp. This dude don't even let his fighters spar, bro.
Damn.
Anthony Yard don't even spar. He spars with Sunday, bro.
Damn.
Like, come on, fam. Like, we really like. Come on, dog. He getting whooped.
That's why it's form that
he getting whooped on, man.
That's why his accuracy be off.
I feel everything you're saying, man. But like I said, man, David ain't took no flush shot on the chin from no legitimate 175-pounder, dog. Like, and I won't say that. Bozic, I don't know. Bozic wasn't sitting down on the shots like he was when he was in front of Adonis Stevenson, dog. He wasn't punching
You know why he wasn't sitting down on the shots, bro?
Because the dude was off the couch for about 3.5 years. And David Morell,
he had a tune-up fight. He wasn't sitting down on his shots.
He had 2 or 3 tune-up fights.
Yeah, but when you fix the car, when you get a tune-up, there's other stuff you got to get done too.
It's hard to sit down on your shots when somebody is pulling your guard back, walking you down.
No, I'm talking late in the fight.
Whooping your ass.
Benavidez lost the last 4 rounds, loved one. We're not gonna do that. He lost the last 4 rounds. Oh,
yeah, he lost 3 of the last 4 rounds and won the first 7 of the last 8.
He lost the last 4 rounds against
one of the last 3.
Yeah, I think it was the last 3.
If y'all want to tell me round 10,
that was the first fight I ever saw David.
If y'all want to tell me round 10,
exactly.
If y'all want to tell me round 10 was a toss round, and then Bozic won 11 and 12, I can go with that. But the last 4
round 10 wasn't a toss round.
That was the first time we saw Benavidez. And I wanted to mention this real quick. That was the first fight we saw Benavidez gas out, and guess who wasn't in his corner in that fight?
Memo Heredia.
And guess who's not in his corner for this fight?
And then did he fight? Was
the reason why
Memo talking about in his corner? Was that same dude you talking about in his corner when he fought Morell?
Brim, there's another X factor. Yard's fought in Saudi. This is Benavidez' first time.
Man, that don't matter.
That could be a factor. It could not.
That don't matter. It ain't about when you fighting.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Anthony Yard is gonna put a left hook right on David's chin, and it depending on how durable he is.
Man, y'all motherfuckers reaching for straws.
I don't think
depending on how well he takes that shot, depending on how well he takes that shot, that's how the rest of the fight is going to play out.
But I don't think David Benavidez is the type you'll crack from 1 punch, bro.
I don't think no. I'm not saying that this is going to be one shot. He's going to put a multitude of shots on that man's chin strap. You know what I'm saying?
A multitude of shots. How many going to land? One of them? Out of the
I just want y'all to realize, bro. Y'all are talking about a fighter. I want y'all to realize this real quick, bro. Y'all are talking about a fighter. My bad,
Can I tell you why I disagree with your point? round 4, the one-shot uppercut Morell landed, which really hurt Benavidez in that fight.
And what happened after he got hurt?
No, he
Morell
came back
ain't
and he
punching
won
like
the
y'all.
fight. But
No,
Morell
no,
ain't
no,
punching like
no, no,
that.
no. Not only did he come back and win the fight, after he got hurt, he finished the round with the hard shot at the end of the round. So he recovered fucking quick. So I don't have any indication to show me that Benavidez is just stalking us around. No, I'm not a big David Benavidez guy, but I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm not that very confident in Anthony Yard doing any motherfucking thing in the ring unless he hurt him in the first 3 fucking rounds.
Yard a harder punch than Morell, my man. Come on.
Yard is a bigger punch
He
than
is,
Morell,
but
bro.
That's why I'm arguing
he's a
that
harder
point.
puncher with worse form.
Yard is a bigger puncher than Morell for the first 4 or 5 rounds of the fight. He doesn't get stoppages in the back half of the fight. Y'all are talking about a guy, bro. Y'all are talking about a guy. He's on.
They don't need to go to the back end, though.
And that's the point. Like when we breaking down the fight. Hold on, let me say this because I got to get this out, bro. When we breaking down this fight, we are legitimately talking about a guy whose only chance, number one, is to hurt you against David Benvidez. That's number one. But then that chance is divided by. Hold on, let me finish. That chance is divided by 3 or 4 because he can only hurt you the first 4 or 5 rounds of the fight. Like what are we talking about? So not only does he only have a puncher's chance, that chance is only good for the first 4 or 5 rounds, bro.
So
it's over with.
His window is minimized because he don't have a gas tank, and all he can do is be able to get a hard punch. He can't outbox you and be able to get a 12-round decision without landing one hard punch that's gonna hurt you.
He had to have a trilogy with Lyndon Arthur, bro. Like, what are we doing, fam? What are we doing, bro? Like, he had to have a trilogy with Lyndon Arthur, fam.
And David Benavidez's defense is so leaky that in those first 4 rounds where he has a puncher's chance at, you can have it. I'm not saying that David wins, that David is going to lose the fight. I'm not saying that.
That part is true, KO, because he does throw a lot of shots. But then what if David Benavidez goes in and be a little more patient, though? See, the thing is, and bide his time and let him throw a couple shots and then work.
What if David just shows up? What if he shows up like he did against Andrade? What if he shows up like he did against Plant and just puts his high guard up and says, "Go ahead and throw your shit. Go ahead and throw your shit for the first 3 or 4 rounds. I'm gonna beat your ass in the second half."
You would advise him to do that in front of somebody like Anthony Yard, who's a proven puncher up there at 175.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna protect myself the first 4 or 5 rounds because I know you're gonna get tired.
Let him burn himself out. Hell yeah, let him burn himself out.
I completely disagree with that, and let me tell you why. You do not. Let me explain. I agree that Yard tires in the back half of fights. Here's the problem. How is Yard going to tie up if Yard's controlling the pace of the fight?
He won't control the pace, man, because somebody. I don't know if you No. When you got your high guard on and you applying pressure to somebody and you making them work when they don't want to work and you making them walk on their back foot. I don't know how many of y'all work out. Do me a favor. Go run a lap. Go run a lap going forward and then run a lap going backwards and tell me what make you more tired.
No, tell me
what make you more tired, bro.
Let him do what he wants to do.
Dog, I think if y'all want to break down a fight on that card, you can break down Norman and Haney. I think you can break down maybe Abdullah and Sam Noakes, maybe even Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Fernando Martinez. David Benavidez and Anthony Yard is not the fight to be breaking down like this.
Let's just go off of what it is that you said, man. Let's just go off what you said. Let's go off what you said as far as him just putting his high guard up and like he did in front of Demetrius Andre. Andre was putting hooks through that guard, dog. He was putting hooks through that guard. When he was letting go of 6 and 7 punch combinations, the thing was he just didn't have the snap to do any significant damage to him.
In the moment Benavidez started catching and shooting.
No, he didn't.
The moment he started catching and shooting, what did he do to him? What did he do to him? What did he do to Andrade? The moment he started throwing back, what happened?
Come on, bro. See, the way you acting right now, that's how you be acting with Bud. Where you doing Benvidez right now? Come on, Park Street.
Come on, fam. Like, stop, dog.
Okay. Wait. So basically, bottom line is that Anthony Yard is a tune-up. So we're not going to give David no credit for this fight. Is that what we're doing?
No, I don't know what you're doing. What I'm doing is
you said he was a tune-up.
No, what I'm doing is fight. No, I agree. I'm saying I give you credit as in you did what you're supposed to do, dog. Now go get the ones we want to see you get. That's all. It's not one of them things where you glaze like, oh my God, bro, he's so great, man. Let's move him up the pound. No, you did what you're supposed to do to Anthony Yard. What's next? That's all.
With that being said, hold on. With that being said, so if this was a tune-up, then I gotta ask, what was Morell and Bostic?
Vozick was a tune-up as well. Morell, Morell was something that Morell was a tune-up. Morell was a tune-up also. Like bro, David Benavidez is so good, bro. To where unless it's Bivol, no, listen, dog. To me,
y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop.
Y'all are tripping, fam. Y'all not listening,
Y'all gotta stop.
Y'all are not listening, bro. Unless he is fighting Better Be, unless he is fighting Bivol, they all tune up to me at 175.
Yeah,
at 168. At 168, unless he was fighting Canelo, they was all tune up to me, bro.
Callum Smith. Even Callum Smith.
KO, they just don't think David Benavidez is good, man. That's what it is. They think he's
I think but right now, KO, you gotta put extra glaze on the donuts, bro.
Yo,
even Callum Smith.
Look, man. Look, David was in my good grace because he's fighting Yard. This is one of the fights I went into the tape, but now y'all got me feeling different. So I guess
if anybody got you feeling different, that just means you were looking for a reason, homeboy.
Nah, that wasn't mean anything. That means that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That means you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because you're telling me, because you're trying to tell me that a 33-year-old Yard is a fucking tune-up, but a fucking 37-year-old Bosick, you're not too sure, and a Morell that's the same age with only 10 fights, you don't know if it's a tune-up or not. That's something different. What's so different about it?
You didn't hear me. I called all of them tune-ups, Clavo. You might want to check the playback, homeboy.
Then I got a question. Then what the fuck are we doing with David? Then why are we putting him at such a high standard? Then what the fuck are we doing?
Because the people that aren't tune-ups tend to be fucking running from him.
Cat.
Yeah. How about that? How about that?
KO. This is what's bugging me.
You do not believe that.
Callum Smith's a tune-up for David Benavidez.
Wait, hold on, hit. David pressed that line and got that belt off Bivol, right?
No, 100%. David, that's why I want y'all to go watch that interview. David said they stripped him. He said he ain't put no pressure on them to strip him.
That was WBC.
He wanted to fight them.
That's cat.
That was beef between WBC, nigga. That was beef between Suleiman and goddamn the Turk, man.
That was WBC being shitty to Bivol.
That was beef between
Wasn't it a mutual agreement with that 2-3 week extension? Wasn't that what that was about?
What is we talking about?
You talking about the extension to what? To do what?
Oh my God. Okay.
So what do you mean to do what?
I just want to ask Knocker, why is Callum Smith a tune-up for Benavidez at 175?
Why is Callum Smith a tune-up? Because Callum Smith don't believe he can beat him.
Here bumping your gums about what David Benavidez is going to do, because I'm going to be the one on here laughing, telling y'all to play this shit back so y'all can look fucking stupid when this dude re-up, just like me and KO. Y'all don't think this man is good, but I'm telling you, man,
I'm giving David credit to beat Yard.
I'm
giving David credit to beat Yard.
We all picking Yard to lose to Benvidez, but this nigga over here is acting like we picking Yard.
Listen, man, y'all remember the favorite wrestler Ric Flair?
Hold on,
remember the favorite wrestler
let
Ric
me add
Flair,
my
Big Mouth, because you always
here
bumping your gums. I don't know what the fuck your name, but you always bumping your gums like you fucking Mr. fucking crystal ball when all your fucking predictions, every time you come on here, you're wrong. Shut your mouth, young buck, and listen for a second, bro. You talk too much. That's what's wrong with you Gen Zs. You talk too fucking much. Shut the fuck up. Get in your place before I put you in the corner. That's what's wrong with y'all little niggas now. You talk too fucking much. You don't like to listen, bro. You don't like to listen. That's why I say listen sometimes, man. You talk too much. I'm trying to, but you're talking too much, bro. I'm trying to, but you're talking to. I'm talking to you, trying to talk over me. Listen, man, it's only one mic, bro. It's only one mic. It's only one mic.
Kid, when they get done, we can have a Callum Smith conversation whenever they get done.
I want to hear that conversation. Go ahead, man.
Let's get back to boxing.
Let Nick he's done bashing me in the chat. He want to get things back in order.
They got a Callum Smith debate they got going. I just want to say what's up to Solidus. Solidus, do you believe Callum Smith is a tune-up for David Benavidez?
Or Yard.
Or Yard?
I won't say tune up, but I feel he should win. If he lose, that'll be an upset. But I don't think he's going to lose, though.
That's a fair position.
I agree.
That's a fair position.
I would argue that.
Here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing. We all die-hard boxing fans, right? Some of us are to the point to where we're analysts. Hold on, bro. A lot of us are to the point to where we have channels and we call ourselves analysts too. Everyone up here is picking David Benavidez to beat Anthony Yard, but he's not a tune-up though. So we got 100% prediction rate on David Benavidez to win this fight, but Yard is not a tune-up. Like that, like you would think if it's some sort of competitive fight, somebody would be picking Yard, bro. Somebody would be picking Yard, bro.
I got Yard. I'm actually edging Yard. I'm actually edging Yard.
Clavo is going Yard.
I'm actually edging Yard.
Well, Clavo, how about you and I? How about you and I? Y'all get 200 push-ups out of me on this channel. How about you and I do the same bet that Mills did? As a matter of fact, Yard don't even got to win. All he got to do is survive.
Damn.
Hey, yo,
all he's got to do is
damn. Let me tell you this, man. Everybody on here for the most part is picking Bivol and Better BF to beat Benavidez. That don't mean it's not a two.
No, I got you. I'm just trying to find out if Clavo really believes what he's saying or if he just hating on Benavidez. So can we do that same bet?
Well, nah.
I fuck with him for it.
Yeah, that's fine. Fuck it.
All right, bet we locked in. So when we come, Nuke, whenever you live, bro, after the fight, that Monday or Tuesday after the fight, I'm gonna come on here and I just need these boys turn their camera on. They need to hit their push up, man. You only get 30 seconds. You only get 30 seconds to break.
I'll be honest. Even though my mind is
set. Don't take the bet. Don't take the bet.
He'll kill me. It will kill me.
Don't take the bet.
No,
do not take those bets, bro.
Nuke. It will kill me. I'm not taking the bet. But can I be honest? Even though my prediction has been Benavidez UD, I may change it fight week for a simple reason. I'm getting Yard at 13 to 2 odds working with 75 quid off a tenner. I might be betting Yard for this fight on real good outsider odds.
Man, look at Let me
be clear. If I'm betting someone at a bucket, I would have to pick them. I think it's royal. I think it's
for y'all. I look at it like this. For anybody that's betting on y'all, do anybody want to bet any money? I don't want to bet pussy. I bet some money though. How about that? We bet some money.
I'm not betting money with you, Ashley, because I don't want to get into that mess of me. Mom and dad.
Hey, I look at it like this.
Well, I'll bet it at the bucket. Okay.
No disrespect to KO. The reason why I would say it's not a tune-up is because the only thing Yard got over Benavidez is he has way more experience fighting at 75. Benavidez don't got that much experience, so that kind of takes it out of tune-up territory because that's the only thing he got over Benavidez. But that don't mean he can beat Benavidez. So I think.
Besides fucking Better Beef and Bivol was fucking bunch of fucking tomato cans, man. Stop playing, man. Like
I know that, but I'm just saying they're saying that for whatever reason they think he's going to beat Benavidez, but that doesn't mean he's going to beat him because of that. Just because he has more experience. If Benavidez is a better boxer, he should win.
I'm like, based on what? Just like Better Beef. If Better Beef didn't have 100% KO, come on, the man got what 20-something fights, man. Stop fucking playing. Like he just been beating up a bunch of champions his whole fucking life. Stop fucking playing. The man.
Yeah, but you know how it works though.
People 41 that hit hard, and that's the only thing he's gonna be able to rely on is that power. While he getting that head wrong because he can't move like he used to no more. Like I said, I just don't want nobody to move the goalpost at the end of it because I'm gonna be here. I'm always gonna be here at the end of the fight, so I can get here and get my retribution.
Ashy. There's no other attributes in Better BF game besides power punching.
No, tell me. Listen, right now at this stage of his life, tell me your attributes besides his power and him walking you down. Hold up, beside him walking you. What footwork? What footwork? He's a flat-footed fighter. He's a flat-footed fighter. What is y'all talking about?
Better BF is a flat-footed fighter.
Yes, Better Beef is a flat-footed fighter.
So
Better Beef be bouncing. Hold on. So Better Beef be bouncing around like Bivol. Do he bounce around like Bivol? Do he bounce around like Shakur? Do he bounce around like motherfucking like Bud? Who he bouncing around? Tell me who he bouncing around like. If he ain't flat-footed, tell me who he bouncing around.
I can't believe that is crazy. That is a crazy statement from us.
So tell me who he bounce around like. Stop telling me it's a crazy statement. Give me some names, man. Give me some names.
Bounce around, dog. Nobody
Let me kill Ash's argument right here. Let me kill Ash's argument right here. I can right now. How can Better BF be flat-footed, gentlemen, when he won a points decision against the best footwork fighter, one of the best footwork fighters in the game.
Because he's walking you down. Because he's walking.
That's the story.
They ain't in the story. You're turning red. Listen, man. You're turning red. You're turning red for nothing. Listen, man. So y'all telling me Better B don't walk? He don't walk. He don't walk his opponents down. So he don't walk his opponents down, trap him on the ropes, and get him up out of there.
This is what you missing, man. Go
to all his fights. Go to all his fights. Listen, somebody on their phone, pull up a Better Be a fight. Anyone that's going to show his footwork and show the whole pack. No. Let's not talk about it. No. Let's not talk about it.
Mills got a good question. Go ahead and say it again,
Let's start putting up the footage. That's what we start.
Let Mills get this question. Hold on 1 second.
What is your definition of footwork, bro?
Yeah,
y'all tell me. Because y'all talking, this is what I call
You're
footwork.
The one that acts like he don't have it.
This is what I call footwork. Bivol, Bud, somebody who bounced in and out like Shakur, like Haney.
Because there's different versions of footwork.
So tell me what kind of footwork. So like I said,
you're confusing the pure outside boxer style, bro. That's what
give me somebody similar. Give me somebody similar with footwork like Better Be.
Man.
Any fight. No. Give me somebody similar with footwork that you can take that footwork like Better Be.
His name, Ashley, and I've been with you on the Benvidez shit, Ashley, but his name is Canelo Alvarez. What Arthur Better Be is really good at, he doesn't have fast feet. He's not overly athletic, but what Better Be is really good at is foot placement and cutting off the fucking ring, bro.
Yeah,
that's what he's great at. He has really good footwork.
So y'all adding cut.
He got good footwork.
I'm talking about footwork as well. I'm talking about him bouncing in and out, weaving punches. That's what I'm talking about footwork.
That's a pure boxer, dog. That's a pure boxer.
That doesn't necessarily mean good footwork, though, Ashley, because people that can bounce in and out can have horrible footwork. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Chris Colbert. He likes to bounce in and out. He likes to try to fight.
No.
His footwork is trash.
Hold up, KO. That's why. Hold up, KO. That's why I named that fighter. I said like Bud. That's why I named who. That's why I named. I said like Bivol. Those the people with good. What you mean red?
That kills your argument. Actually, that kills your argument.
I said like so. Shakur red too. Shakur red. Y'all call him a bum, so he red too.
No. I'm sorry. How can Better be flat-footed when he beat someone?
How about Bam Bam?
No. Let me finish. When you said that Bivol has one of the best footworks in the game, yet Better beat that guy by decision. How can Better be flat-footed? That is the body. Thank you. I'm done.
Listen, man.
No. I think both of y'all. I honestly believe that both of y'all are missing. Like, you can be flat-footed and still have really good footwork, bro. Better Be is flat-footed. Hold on. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, fam. He is a flat-footed fighter. That's where his power comes from, because he plants his feet to throw. But what his footwork is great at is his ability to cut off the ring and his ability to put you where he wants you in the ring. That's why in that first fight, Bivol was up against the ropes a lot. He got trapped in corners a lot. It wasn't by accident. It's because every time Bivol would step a certain way, Better Be would counter that step. So you step into your right off your back foot, I'm stepping to my left to make sure I cut you off. You try to go to your left, I'm stepping to my right. That's good footwork, bro. Hold
up, KO. I agree with you. Pretty much the same thing David Benavidez do, ain't it?
No, hold on, hell no.
Because that's how David Benavidez cut the ring off. The fuck you mean hell no? The fuck you mean hell no? He do the same thing.
Hold on. What KO just said is that he utilizes
foot placement. He said foot placement. That's what KO said.
Let me talk. KO
You're talking about nothing as always.
Shut the fuck
is you talking about?
Bro, let him fucking finish.
Shut the fuck up, pussy.
Your father a bitch ass nigga, your mama, your grandmama, your whole bloodline, nigga, your family trees, bitch ass nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
Bro, why the fuck are you? Bro, isn't your mama gone, bro? Why you talking about people's mom if you got a mom that's deceased?
He said something first. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
He didn't say nothing about your mama, dumbass. Keep it on him. Stop bringing up the fucking family. That is bitch shit.
Mind your business. Let him talk for himself, nigga. Mind your business. Fuck out of here.
I get into it because you done done it to me as well, dumbass.
Put your tape on for somebody else, pussy. Fuck out of here.
Nah, put your tampon on, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Weird ass nigga. Like I
Go
was
eat you
saying,
another fucking crayon, bro.
If
Fuck
I'm a
gotta
bitch
take
ass
with a grain
nigga,
of
like
salt.
I said, once the disrespect come to me, nigga, don't tell me how to
Hey,
act,
then
father.
keep the
No fucking
disrespect
hands
of the
on, nigga.
person. Stop
Your
bringing
whole
in family.
bloodline bitch ass nigga. If
That's
I'm
when
a
you know
bitch ass
you
nigga,
had a
call it what you
rebuttal.
want.
You ain't got no
Like I
retort. You
said,
gotta bring
nigga,
up
call it
family.
what you
Well,
want. Ain't
hold
nobody
on,
gonna do
fellas. Hold
shit.
on, fellas. We
Bunch
having a
of
good
gangsters, nigga.
boxing
Shut the
talk.
fuck up.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas. We having a good boxing talk. Hold on. Let's stay respectful. Brim, eat a dick, and let's everybody get back to boxing talk and just be respectful, man. We all
Nah.
brothers here,
Well,
man.
when you get out of line, you gonna get disrespected. I don't give a fuck. There's no levels to my disrespect, motherfucker. Once you
I
step out of
understand.
line
I
with me,
understand. Look,
Hey,
Brim got to.
Ashley, Park Street. Come on, gentlemen.
I
Please,
said what I said. You said
let's
you said
speak
move
to
on to
let's speak
boxing,
to the
bro,
no.
or either keep woofing. One of the fucking two.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You already ducking, nigga.
Like I say, either move on to boxing or keep whooping like you doing right now.
Bro,
Because all that
the
whooping
last
can't nobody
the
touch
last
nobody,
live, what
so
did he
you just
say?
whooping right now. Shut
Hey,
the fuck
last
up and
live, what
move
did he
on with
say?
boxing.
He said, "Don't talk about my mama. My mama's gone."
Okay,
But you can talk
that's been
about moms
said
too, though,
already.
right? It's fucking
All
fair
that's been
game,
said
bro. Don't
already.
complain once it happens.
He's a
Fuck
weird
out of
ass.
here.
He got to resort to that shit because he's not man enough to step in the motherfucking ring.
Damn.
He called me a bitch
I'm
ass
stepping the
nigga. I
ring.
call
That's
his
why I've
whole
been losing
family, his
weight.
whole
I'm thinking
bloodline a
about.
bitch ass
I
nigga.
ain't gonna
Like I
front. I
said,
have been
if
thinking
you don't want to hear
about
about your mama, don't get disrespectful with me. See, dude said my mama when we were just talking about boxing. He got disrespect.
I
So
ain't
shut the
never
fuck
mentioned
up,
your mama.
Flavo.
He didn't
I
say
ain't
your
never
mama.
mentioned
He
your
didn't say
mama.
that was
we
you.
Fellas,
talk about the last
let's talk.
live, folks.
Hold on, fellas.
But I know
Let's
we
talk.
fuck this
Get the
Hold
fuck
on.
nigga.
out of here, nigga.
Hold on. See all
I
this
ain't never
boxing
mentioned your
ring
mama.
talk.
Like I
Hold on,
said,
fellas. Hold on,
you go
fellas.
either we gonna talk about boxing or you gonna keep
Damn,
whooping,
bro. Can
nigga.
y'all
That's just
I
respect
simple.
the
get it.
host around this motherfucker, man?
Yeah.
Goddamn, bro.
Thank you, KO. Look, the only thing is we just trying to talk a little boxing, and I get it. Let's get back to the topic.
I
Look, Brim
said
was
move
just
on.
talking about.
He the
I
one
know
keep whooping.
Brim was
This
just
the
talking
nigga
about
that
his weight loss.
interrupted me when I was
Hold
trying to
on,
ask KO
fellas.
a fucking
Hold
question.
on, fellas. Hold
Hey,
on.
you fucking
Brim is
insult me,
talking about his
buddy.
weight loss. He's on Ozempic. We need to show him some respect on the show, man. Manjaro, whatever the fuck he on. Let's show him some respect and
Don't
get
do
back to
none of that,
boxing.
bro. Yo, listen, bro. I've been thinking about doing some border wars, even though I'm getting up there, and I think I would put some calls on you, Nuke. I'm tired of you fucking with me. I'm gonna make cruiserweight though. So that if I make cruiserweight, I'm gonna be in crazy shape, and I might be a problem because I do have hands. I always had hands. I'm a southpaw that stands in the orthodox stance.
You too slow, Brim.
Okay, De La Hoya.
I might be now. I don't know. But I've never been
Nigga
slow.
say he
I
a
might be
converted
too slow
Orthodox
now.
fighter out there, man.
But I
Look,
had hands, bro. I listen.
I understand. I understand that, Brim. I understand that. Look, you and Hit Kid might be a better matchup.
Hey, Brim, I get in the
No,
ring with you. Hey, Brim, I get in the
no.
ring with you.
6 foot, 202 pounds.
Hey, Brim, I get in the ring with you. I'm 170.
Yeah, but if we do that, we got to be at the weight class, and I think that lowest I can probably make is about 185. I think that's the lowest I can get to.
Don't talk the smoke. Fuck that 30 pounds, nigga. If you want to get in the ring, we get in the ring.
Well, we would do it. It would be a border wars type of professional type of setting if I do this.
No, we could just do 3 minute rounds.
No, I'm not doing this around the way, backyard again boxing shit.
No,
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for real, for real.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 minute rounds.
Yeah, I need some time.
And look, hold on, fellas. He needs some time. We don't even know if he can do these push-ups. He gonna OKO. So we
Cool.
don't even know.
I didn't bet KO shit.
Oh, okay, that's Clavo. My bad, Brim.
Look at
It's
you.
Clavo. It's
You just want
Clavo
to
and
find a
Miggles.
reason to
Me,
Yeah,
bad.
that's
Clavo
Clavo
and
and
Miggles.
Miggles. Because I was like, Brim, don't do that to yourself. Brim, don't do that.
KO, can I ask you a question, KO?
Yeah, Brim, I'm listening, fam.
I think I know what your opinion is, but I want to do this because it's gonna stir up the pot. But in regards to Devin Haney versus Brian Norman, what do you see in the fight, and what angles for both guys to win, and who do you pick as of right now?
Oh
I
shit.
got Brian Norman. I got Brian Norman stoppage within the first 6 or 7 rounds. Devin
Yeah.
Haney.
Hey, yo, shout out to
Devin
KO.
Haney's only shot. His only shot in this fight is to try to win by Usain Bolt.
Look, he put Brim to sleep.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
He put Brim to
I
sleep.
told y'all the
Brim
other
said he
day.
released on that
I told
motherfucker.
y'all the other day. I hope y'all
Damn.
right because
That
y'all
nigga
do
just
not
got
want
wet.
Norman losing to Devin Mr. Devin Doggy Style Haney. Don't lose the doggy style, man. That's all.
Why not?
Brent, it will be retirement time if Haney dominates Norman during UD. It will be retirement time, my man.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, like all the stuff that gave Devin Haney problems against Ryan Garcia, all the stuff that gave Devin Haney problems against Ryan Garcia, Brian Norman Jr. is better at those things, bro.
Thank you.
It's a bad stylistic matchup, dog. It's a horrible matchup.
I don't know why people don't understand that. Like Artman been coming at me like, who it is he done? I'm like, bro, do you understand the things that works for Devin Haney in this fight are the things he cannot do? Jab and grab, get in the clinch. He's murderers death row if Norman breaks the clinch and if he tries to do a jab and grab.
He dropped his right hand when he throw the jab.
I'm saying, me personally, I know it's a bad matchup, but I'm just saying, I just don't want to see Mr. Boonk him up, beat him up. That's all I'm saying. If Mr. Boonk him up, that's who I call Devin Haney. I call him Boonk him up because when he got knocked the fuck out by Garcia, he was on his knees with his ass up in the air. Pause. But that's just what it was. So I just don't want to see Boonk him up get a W off of fucking Norman. So please.
Now, I will say this. So don't take this the wrong way. And I may have not been the biggest Devin Haney fan for a long time, but I will say this. I still think Devin Haney got a legitimate chance to win the fight.
He do.
I think he does too.
You know what? I think his chances would be greatly improved. Like if I was to look at the fight, just look and say, okay, the chances of him winning the fight would be increased if I didn't think he had a mental block. Like I think when you look at both of these fighters going in this fight, the clear advantage mentally is in Brian Norman's side, and I think mental is like half the battle in the ring, and that's why it's so hard for me to say, okay, Devin was going to win this fight. I'm saying Norman, but again, I know there are avenues for Devin to win, but for him to do that, he's got to do a little bit of everything. And I still feel to this moment, to this day, what he did against Ramirez, he cheated himself fighting that way because he didn't put himself through no fire to get over the hurdles and obstacles of the fight that he had with Ryan to get them cobwebs out. And it didn't matter who he fought next. He needed to do more in that fight to get himself prepared for this fight. Because now we're questioning if he gets clocked and the birds start chirping around, is he going to be able to respond to it properly? Because the thing is, Brian Norman's a way better finisher than Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia beat all the proper responses out of him, bro.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, though, KO, outside of the knockdown, but hold up, KO, because I know that you got a little bit of Devin Haney slant against him a little bit.
You know I don't like Brian Norman either.
Come on, you do have to slant. But check this out.
I don't like neither one of them, dog. Come on, now. Cool. You know that.
But Devin Haney was winning the majority of the rounds outside the rounds he got knocked out.
But here's the thing, fam. Ryan Garcia, Oscarine or not, him and Devin Haney been going back and forth since they was amateurs, bro. He always struggled with Ryan Garcia's style. And now you're putting somebody bigger, stronger, that's more mentally tough, that's more disciplined in front of him, and he's dealing with, bro, Jose Ramirez didn't catch him much, but every time you thought Jose Ramirez was about to touch Devin Haney, it looked like Devin Haney went in the shot. Goddamn body like shut down or some shit. When Jose Ramirez was finally catching up to him.
It was because of that Garcia ass whooping. That's why he was
telling y'all, bro. Sometimes you have a fight and you can't never recover from it. You won't be the same. And I'm thinking Devin gonna have to show me, bro. And then plus you add the added layer of context to the fact that we all know that even if Devin does put on the proper game plan, if he does use lateral movement and he boxes, Turkey already had that catastrophe last time he was in Saudi Arabia with Canelo and William Skull. Them judges ain't scoring that shit, man. All them people with them damn turbans on and them white robes on, they ain't coming there to see nobody run. So he may not even get rounds if he choose to fight in the best way that will make him win the fight, bro.
Let it out.
So I got Norman, bro. Straight up.
We finally in agreement with something, KO. I fucks with you.
KO 2 for 2 with me today, though. On the agreement.
Wait a minute. Solidus, what do you think about everybody picking Brian Norman to beat Devin Haney here? You think people a lot of people. And you think people are overlooking Devin Haney's abilities? The fact that he can adapt to different
500
situations.
bookmark Twitters talking about Haney gonna beat up on Norman. I had people telling me they gonna stop him. What are you
At
talking
least
about?
on this, all right.
I think
Look,
you're talking
man,
about the panel.
I'm talking about the panel. Brim, get out of defense attorney mode for Brian. Just relax.
Can't help it. Sorry, man. How do we cheat? I'm law officers.
Oh man. Yeah, Solid. Do you think that people are kind of overlooking Haney, at least on the panel, a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. You know, what happened, his last fight was bad. So they think that's going to happen again, or like they're saying he's shot or he can't fight like he normally did. So they believe that. Sounds like that's the only reason why they're picking Norman to beat Haney, because he's not a better fighter than Haney. Make no mistake, Brian Norman is a terrific fighter. I'm a fan. But is he better than Haney? No. But they're saying that because of what happened in his last fight, he's scared, he's gun shy, he got PTSD from what happened with Ryan. Norman's going to win because of that. I don't think that's the case. I think Haney's going to win, me personally. And yeah, that's
How
what I
much
believe.
you got on it? How much you got on it?
How much I got on it?
Yeah, we can make it real minor if you want to. I just want to have it on something on the wood to make it good.
Shit. Let me see.
Brim Wood mentioned wood.
I'll get back to you on that. I just think what's going to happen is
talking about he lost 30 pounds. He don't want to bet no push-up, but he trying to bet some money. Boy, you ain't lost no 30 pounds, boy.
First of all, I didn't know I was betting you on something that I agree with you on. What the fuck are we doing? How would I bet you on something that I agree with you on? What the fuck are we doing? KO, you tell me that you listening to Nuke, man. Nuke is 100% Brim slant, bro. Don't let him fuck up your shit.
I think Haney gonna win.
I think he messed me up a little bit. My fault.
That last fight put a bad taste in my mouth for me to even. I don't know, because Haney. Norman Jr. is a good fighter, man, and if sort of like KO said, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's really. If I didn't see what happened, sometimes like you said, just seeing shit just put a mental block in your head to make you just look different at different fighters, man. And that
it ain't just that; it's the fighters themselves, bro. Listen, boxers have told me, and it ranges anywhere between 60 to 90%. The fight game is that much that of the mental aspect is that important to the fight game, and it's a legitimate concern. Now, can Devin Haney overcome that? He's a professional. I'm gonna put respect on his name, but at the end of the day, after the Ryan fight, it's been a little while. We've not seen him do anything in the ring to convince you to say that he's overcame that, and you can feel 100% confident going into this fight with Brian Norman that he can do the things that he do best at his best and be able to overcome the things that Brian Norman does best and easily win a fight.
Hold on. I gotta read this, man. I gotta read this. Gotta read this. Adrian says if Brian Norman gets knocked out by Haney, I swear Brim will jump in the ring and fight Devin Haney.
That was funny to you? Nobody laughs up for your goofy ass. Anthony Adrian, you can come up with a better one. Think a little bit, think as long as you need. 24 hours, 48 hours, how long it is for you to come up with one good fucking joke and then come back and try. The fuck?
Oh man, he better not get knocked out by Devin Haney, bro. Like that, he better win this fight.
I don't see that happening.
He ain't getting knocked out by no Devin Haney.
Regardless of the results, I will be here because I'm a boxing fan. And at the end of the day, regardless of the results, I will still be supporting Brian Norman Jr. and rocking with Brian Norman.
I just pray for you if Haney absolutely.
First of all, why do you want to pray for me? What you act like?
If Haney absolutely boxes Norman Jr.'s head off to let's say a shutout decision.
Oh no!
You will be. That's a killer as an
I'm going to show you now because I know I ain't gonna have to do it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you now. Hold up. I gotta show my face for this shit. Okay, guys, lay it on me. Go ahead. You can talk your shit now.
Man,
get it over.
It's gonna be another Devin Haney Cambosa.
I have Norman winning the fight, Clavo.
Comparing Cambosa's to Brian Norman Jr. is extremely diabolical.
No, I'm asking here, kid. Does he see that's happening? Does he see that happening?
No, I have Norman winning the fight.
Oh,
Fabo.
I
He's
got
just
Norman. I
saying
got
that
Norman
to me
winning too.
because everybody
projecting
knows
that
that I
for
rock with the
Bray.
Normans, and no matter
I'm
what I
projecting
do,
that for
no matter what
Bray.
I talk about, it always comes back to Norman, even if I'm not trying
Let me
to.
be
So if
clear.
Norman was to lose, he's saying I'm
Let me
going to
be
catch
clear.
the rat.
Let me be clear. I want Norman to win. I absolutely want Norman to win. I can't stand Haney
Likewise.
anymore. I can't stand Haney anymore. That last fight was fucking diabolical to the sport of boxing. I want Norman to knock this
You think
motherfucker
that was
right.
funny, Nuke? Did that tickle you? I hear you over there chuckling, giggling like a little fucking schoolgirl in the background because you read that, you little fuck boy. What the fuck, man?
Damn.
I'm a fucked up person, Bram. I apologize. Bro.
It's okay, man. We're human. None of us are perfect. We
We
all
going,
fucked up at some point.
Quick question. Predictions over next week's heavyweight fight?
Oh, man.
Which one?
Joseph Parker.
Oh, they're talking
Fabio
about the one I'm
Wardlow.
not watching because fucking Frank bitch ass Warren trying to make every fucking fight a pay per view on the zone since he got there.
Oh, I'm gonna fire stick that motherfucker.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'll catch the highlights, or I'll be on somebody's panel and they talk about it, and then I'll watch the highlights. I got to a point where I don't like selling fights.
Nah, fuck that.
Parker.
I like Fabio Wardley though, but I got Parker. I think
I got Parker.
I got Parker. I would like to see Fabio Wardley run that shit back with Justice Hooney again, personally.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen. But
that ain't happening because
it's not. But it'd be great. It'd be lovely.
Hooney was boxing his head off till Fabio slapped him.
Yeah, that was on a short week note, like a short training camp and all that, bro. I'm telling you. But I like Wardley though. I like Wardley. I like the grit in him. I like the fact that he's unseasoned. No big extensive amateur pedigree.
I think Parker stops him.
I think he just outboxes him personally. I think he downs him a couple of times, but I think he points him. I think he points him. Parker's way too well rounded for Fabio.
Let me get these comments out of the way, man, and make sure that we get everything on here. Traffic says Hit Kid fell out of his car seat when he heard about Callum Smith.
God.
Yeah, he did. He did.
When fucking Mirage said Callum Smith was a domestic fighter, I'll admit.
That shit irked your nerves. You went from peach to plum.
I went from 1 to 100.
That was fucked up, bro.
What do you mean? How's that fucked up? Went from peach to plum.
No. I'm on about. I'm not disagreeing with you, Brim. I'm on about. I went from 1 to 100. I'm saying what Mirage said was fucked up. How is a former world champion a domestic level fighter?
Well, not even that, bro. I was actually going off the fact that he actually called Callum Smith a solid opponent before.
Yeah,
and then he says that dumb shit. That's what I'm saying.
He did the same shit with David Morell, bro. That dude is a cocksocket. I keep trying to tell y'all, man.
By the way, I love how Ashley got off because he wants to explain how David Morell beats Callum Smith.
Yeah, every time KO pops up, he'll be for a minute. He'll just slide out the back door.
For real, bro. Every time.
I wanted to hear that Callum Smith and David Benavidez back and forth. I want to hear what he had to say about that. For real.
Nah, but I got Joseph, bro.
He ain't have no rebuttal. That's why that nigga dipped.
Oh, no, that ain't why. He about to get ready to probably start his own show, K-Nello.
Traffic says Callum Smith is more recognized for who he lost to than for his wins.
That's not true.
Is that true? He's more recognized for his losses. But you
if you fight Canelo is much more popular than Buatsi. So so what?
Let me put it to you like this: he was recognized for winning the Super Series and being a former 168 champion, but he is recognized for his 2 losses, which are to pound for pound great fighters in Better BF and Canelo. I would say that's a fair comment.
But 2 things can be
true. You can't disparage. Go ahead, my fault.
No, you got it, Mills.
No, I'm not disparaging Smith at all. I like Smith a lot as a fighter, Mills. What I'm saying is, I think both facts are true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 things can be true at the same time.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, people saying that he's only recognized for the fighters that he lost to. Who he lost to was 2 legitimate all-time greats.
Yeah.
Mad at the motherfucker for that. You know what I'm saying? This shit happens. This is why motherfuckers are so, prone to keep, preserving their and selling their virginity to the highest bidder. Like, nah, man, get in the ring. Motherfuckers lose, man. 99% of boxers at this level lose. So motherfuckers need to get out their head that I'm gonna retire undefeated. Nah, man, fuck out of here. You lose.
I mean, we're talking about the winner of the fucking Super Series as well. Got it with George Groves. He beat a fucking champion, Ring Magazine champion at the same time. So, bro, you can say what you want about the World Boxing Super Series, bro, but we got some of the good motherfuckers coming out of there. Who did we get? We got Usyk, we got Usyk, and we got Inoue. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, what the fuck is the issue?
And here's the thing. Here's the argument with just Benavidez over that. Benavidez could have signed up for that. Why didn't he?
Oh yeah, he was.
You know why he was on PBC Island at the time?
Still, he could have signed up for it.
No way. He wouldn't have did that shit. No way, man. They just Benvidez suffers from the same delusion that the Americans suffer from. Them dudes across the pond is not worth the hassle. That shit is stupid. Now you're in a division where you ain't got no choice.
I can't say that that's the case because he's doing it now, but I think it's his management team. I think the whole issue, a lot of the issues he had with Canelo is his management team. His team they wasn't in unison. There wasn't a certain amount of a level of solidarity and consistency in their comments and statements, and they be talking back to back within back-to-back days, contradicting each other like crazy. So I think Benavidez' representation played a role as well.
I'm not, but what Mills says is actually facts. The fact is, I think he did it. He had no choice. Well, I mean, what people from 175 does PBC got?
Exactly.
Ham sandwich.
That's what I'm
saying. Couple of biased brims.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And PBC ain't but putting no shows. They keep lending out their fighters. So, bro, I mean, what is there, bro? Bro. Nobody's mentioning this. These motherfuckers finally crossed the fucking street.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Because
fucking,
they had
a Riyadh season, bro.
Quavo, they had to because PBC was going
exactly. That's my point.
Quavo, is the bag too big over there?
Not just the fucking bag. The fucking hand. They got all the fights over there, bro. That's where all the fucking fights are. All the fights are the 175 are in the UK. That's where they're all at.
Hey, sorry to interrupt y'all guys. I just wanted to say something real quick. Nuke, you're not gonna escape that bet we trying to make for November 22nd, motherfucker. You better think of something fast. You
hold on, Brim. But I'm not rooting for Devin Haney to win.
Are you picking him to win?
I'm not even. I don't even know who would win the fight personally. I like your confidence in Brian Norman, but he ain't beat nobody. He hasn't shown me anything.
Well, guess what? After November 22nd,
and then the same thing with Devin Haney. He has PTSD. I don't feel comfortable betting on either one of those guys.
All right, then. So we scratched the bet. Then, so just say you should have just said, "I'm a bitch ass nigga. I'm not making the bet" a long time ago. Okay? You wasted my time for 2 months back and forth with this shit when you just said, "I'm a bitch."
You brought up the bet.
I'm gonna make this bet. The fuck.
Man. We can't bring up, man. We can't bring up bitch ass N-word, bro. We can't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say that. Okay, you a bitch ninja.
I don't. That's y'all, man. If y'all want to say it, man.
No, but I understand, Club, because I remember the conversation we had at the time, and it's important to set the right example. So I can't fault you for that. I just felt like it was very important for me to emphasize and say that to Nuke at that moment. He needed that.
I get it.
Look. In fairness, I needed it, Clavo. I did.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the case. Then eat a dick, Luke.
No, but listen, Clavo, if you go through the chats and look at all of his comments, 75% of them shits is bash brims.
Yeah, I've seen it, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, man, my boy
he's in the background chuckling like a motherfucker when people say funny shit about me, and then he be thinking a little shit in the background to say and throw a little shit up at me, and then we be talking like we be secretly talking while y'all talking because he be talking shit to me on the low, punk ass.
Brim, have you noticed? Brim, have you noticed? There's also not only just on here, but also on Ring IQ, those comments followed you there too. You have you seen that?
The thing is, though, it used to didn't be like that.
I know.
I was a Ring IQ for years, right?
I know.
It's when I started coming over here, when we started walking out, traveled over there. When I was just going over there, I didn't have that shit. It's the shit trickling from over here coming to there. These fucking dickwads go over there too. That's what it is.
The only thing I want to say is, first off, shout out to Ring IQ, my brother. Second thing I want to say is, look, I just wanted to make a difference in the community. And now I feel good that I've affected a lot of people. That's all. I'm just happy.
That's what you're doing right now, one person at a time. You're making a difference. Shit on him, one person at a time.
If Real Talk Combat was on here, I'd be talking about him, but he's not, bro.
Yeah, where's round 501 pounds?
he can only be out. This is a day where he goes out to the all-night buffet. So tomorrow he'll probably
I will just end with this. At least none of us are getting smacked up like Nuke's Eagles got smacked up this past week.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
That's fucked
I
up.
watch football, so I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, and I just pay attention to know who's doing good. I don't watch it like I used to. I don't got the same passion for NFL.
Y'all holler at me when basketball season starting the next week or so.
I'm ready for college basketball. That's why, you know.
Basketball.
watch
Nick's
collegiate.
finally going to do this shit this year.
I watch the collegiate. I pay attention to my collegiate players that's in the pros.
Wait, did Mills have
See, man,
a problem with me saying that?
You said the Knicks?
The Knicks are finally going to do it this year, yeah.
Do
it
what?
Sound good. Do what?
Go all the way.
They're going to
Go all
choke
the way.
again.
Go
That's
all
what
the
they're
way.
going
What
to
do you mean? They're gonna have sex on the court? I mean, go all the way. What do you mean?
Yeah. Come on, go all the way to the NBA Finals and win it.
do. And ladies and gentlemen, that was backdoor brim once again.
So you're saying they're gonna lose their final game? Is what you're saying?
No, I said they're going to win the championship.
They got a better chance
They're
this year.
gonna win a championship cookie.
Okay.
Man,
They got a better chance this year. Tyrese is down. Tatum is down for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Boston out of the picture. Go look at the rest of the team, though. Cleveland's better, and Cleveland was good last year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Orlando's coming up.
Cleveland bottled.
No, Cleveland got a little better.
Cleveland bottled though. Cleveland bottled in the postseason.
Yeah, they fell apart, but they won 60 games and they got a little better.
As soon as they got in the postseason, when the pressure was on, they fucking choked.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one year got the same as the year before. Remember, they called Magic Johnson Tragic Johnson, and the next year he won it all. So
You're taking Cleveland over the Knicks, you crazy.
How about this? I'll take anybody over the Knicks.
I want to do anybody because OKC's there.
In the East, it's probably going to come down to either the Knicks or the Bucks. In the West, it's a toss up.
The Bucks.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee going to make a run.
Milwaukee might be done if Giannis' heart ain't in it anymore.
No, they got both his
that's
brothers.
not true.
That's not true because they got both his brothers back there, so he gonna have that energy there. I just don't wonder if they're gonna be deep enough though. Because let me tell you something. Teams like Orlando are getting better and deeper as each year.
Someone's lost their mind saying the Celtics will still be better than the Knicks even without Tatum.
Speaking of better and deeper, I noticed that Brim's girl ain't with him, so hope she's having a great day. Let me go ahead and read these two comments right here, buddy.
I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, man.
Clavo told me to say, Harris X says, Craig Richards said when he sparred Better BF, he was surprised with Better BF's skills.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's so crazy? And listen, I'm finna get attacked. But Brian Norman has an opportunity to develop into a Beterbiev type of fighter. He has an opportunity to, because Beterbiev has heavy hands and he doesn't have to sit on his punches to create power. And Norman has some of those same characteristics. So if he continues to cultivate his craft, he can get on that plane. Not saying that he will, but he can, because some of the dynamics that makes him a good boxer and it makes his power, you know, where it's closer to the elite status, and because he don't have to sit on his punches. And that's the same thing that Beterbiev does. But Beterbiev obviously does a whole lot more than Brian Norman at this point.
He would make this about Brian Norman. All right. And one ballers.
Y'all started it first. Listen, don't tell me I started back when I come here and I don't be saying nothing. And then you automatically start talking about Brian Norman and throwing dirt and throwing shade on purpose just to get a reaction out of me. Stop it, asshole.
I'm not. I apologize, Brim. You can meet right all you want, bro.
Because Brian Norman's more of a pressure fighter than a boxer puncher, right?
Actually, no, he's not. He's more of a boxer puncher than a pressure fighter.
Are you sure?
You don't want to know
find out.
Hey, Brim new song is "I'ma meet right if I want to."
Explain to me how my meat riding. Please.
It's just a joke, bro.
He's joking.
I don't know, but if you're calling me a rewriter, you need to put some evidence behind that shit and just throwing out empty shit. Because everybody's running with this bullshit.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not really calling.
I don't fuck that joke. I need to know the truth.
Hold on, Brim. Hold on, Brim. Hold on. Fuck that. Hold on. That was a joke. Even though I'm not joking, but that was a joke.
I know you ain't joking, motherfucker.
I think it's because you just said that Brian Norman is developing as a better beef, but they're different type of fighters.
No, but what I said is he can. There are certain characteristics that he has that can line up to where he can develop and have some of the characteristics that Better BF has, because they have power without sitting on their punches.
Hold on. I gotta read this.
It's a factual statement.
Hold on, I got to read this. N1 Baller says, I saw an extraterrestrial creature in a van today. That's Ashy Knuckles. But Traffic says, Still Mills is acting like Julia Childs in the kitchen. Handle it, homeboy.
I got to fit in the thing,
man. Let my man cook, man. Let my boy cook, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta feed the family, bro.
Look, Traffic mad because his ass sitting there eating fucking ramen noodles and
Man,
shit.
he's eating Maru chunks, bro. That's what that is.
That part. A bag of plain Lay's chips and all that, you bum. Fuck out of here, man.
What you eating over there, Timu Shakur?
Hey,
that fucked up.
Oh, he comes you in
One day Park Street was looking just like fucking Shakur for some reason. I was like, why does nigga look like? Oh, sorry. Why does motherfucker look like Timu Shakur, bro? Why does he look like Timu Shakur? This shit was fucking with my head, bro. So I had to say it.
Hold on, bro.
I'm got hands like Shakur too.
Yeah.
Talk that shit, Park Street. Park me in the street.
Listen, all I got to say is Clavo see the sneak preview. He see the sneak preview.
Yeah, man.
I'll put that nigga down 3 times. Get him out of here. I
one
I seen it.
Yeah, we was doing 3. We was doing it was a beefathon.
Hold on. Pause after that. Beefathon.
Oh my god!
I didn't even think about that.
Pause after that, bro.
Beefathon, right?
I didn't even think about that shit, dog.
That's a pause, bro.
That's a long pause, man. Pause.
That's all capital pauses.
That's a pause.
Oh, hell no. He said a beefathon. What the fuck?
It's a beefathon, man.
That's 3 minutes on mute.
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to put together bloopers. But I can't put together the bloopers because some of the fucked up bloopers can't be on YouTube. There's a guy that came on here, clicked on the link maybe about a month or so ago, and I didn't add him on because normally I have people like show their face and stuff. He had his girl in the bed, and he pulled out a titty, and he started sucking it right there. Yes, I could not add him to the thing. So, yeah, so we got some bloopers. We just don't know how to put it out. Then we seen Park Street high off that fentanyl. He had passed out the other day in his chair. He was gone. This boy was off that K2. He was fucked up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, somebody, we about to call 911. Can you get him some Narcan around this bitch? Like, help Park.
I have stage 2 narcolepsy.
What?
For real?
Yeah, I have stage 2 narcolepsy, and I have stage 1 cataplexy. It's a neurological.
No, you for real? Or you trip?
Oh, no, I'm being. I would never play about being disabled.
Okay, man. And look, we're not gonna joke about that part, man.
No, we not.
The only thing I can say,
I'm saying, I have all the ADHD and all that shit.
Look, we already know his kid got diabetes. We got that.
You just need to get some pussy.
We know that hit. We know that.
Hey, Noob got a BBC addiction himself, so he's working through a lot of shit.
You know what's funny?
You the one eating a beefathon, Brim.
That was not me. That was him that's having that. That was Park. That don't put that to me. That had nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Listen, no hot dogs involved.
Yeah. Traffic says, I feel you, homie. Do your thing, Mills. They say happy wife, happy life.
So you're right.
I don't say that.
And man, before we check out, I'd just like to thank everybody. KO for coming on. Solidus, Clavo, Park Street, the fake Timu Shakur, my brother Coach Mills, Hit Kid, Brim. I'm not even gonna disrespect you, Brim. I appreciate you, Brim, for coming on.
Damn. Brim, if you try getting that ring, Brim, we could do that for the channel.
I'm fucking you tonight.
Let me get myself all the way right. I gotta get all the way in shape, and I gotta get conditioned because I know I'm not.
We ain't got 10 years, Brim.
You ain't the only one.
Damn.
What you need?
Yo, if I die, I'ma haunt your bitch ass.
Hey, listen. We had a New Year's brawl.
Huh?
The New Year's brawl.
New Year's? Hold up. I need more time than that, man. I need at least 4 months.
He need a month just for that next beef.
I'm not 27. I'm not 37. I'm about to be 47. So I need like 4 months to prepare for that.
Damn, you 47. You look about 57. God, dog.
All right, young bro.
Oh, man.
My bad, bro. I apologize, bro. I apologize, bro.
He hit him with the Kevin Hart.
He had to get one last good one because I can feel the closeout coming, so he got to get his last good ones in. I can feel that closeout coming.
That sounds about accurate.
Bastard.
That sounds accurate.
All right, who's gonna close out the show? Is it gonna be Brim, Clavo? Who's closing out the show?
Let me see. I gotta see if I got.
What are we waiting for?
Hey, anybody wanted to close out the show, man?
New song dropping October 29th.
Whose?
Mine.
Yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Are you gonna upload it to YouTube?
I might.
Man, for real.
Yo,
man,
damn, you know what's so crazy? Damn, Drops live in the same state I do. King KO, you funky fucker.
Coach Mills.
Coach Mills, check this out.
Let me see that again.
It ain't nothing crazy. It's just me landing on a counter punch. But hold on.
Let me see it.
It ain't nothing crazy. Hold on.
Hold up, real quick. I gotta check this grub. Hold up, real quick.
I saw feints. I saw feints. I saw head feints.
I saw something.
Yeah, just something. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've been in an actual fight. So
yeah, she usually wrestling.
Oh, that's fucked up, dog. God,
it's been like 2 or 3 years since I've been in an actual fight. So this was just an opportunity for me.
Y'all motherfuckers fucking cruel, dog.
Trailblazer, you my G, Trailblazer. That's my G. I'm gonna make you a mod, Trailblazer.
Which one is you in the
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh,
That's you in the red?
You know that spark in the red.
Whoa.
Spark took a shot right there, though.
Okay.
Yeah, now to be honest with you, he was a bodybuilder. So like I was trying to see, like, can he hurt me? Like I was trying to,
Yeah, but why do that when he probably slow as molasses? You know, bodybuilders and boxing don't go together, bro.
No, exactly, and that's the reason why. It was like, all right, I was a little loose with it, but it's cool because I'm testing the waters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, you know what? Hey, just so you know, the last time I was in the ring was about let's see, almost 10 months, and it was in a gym.
Yeah, the only ring Brim knows about is Brian Norman butt ring. Salute to everybody. We out. Peace.